Hab is up. This is the recon Hab. They think they're safe. They're focusing on the point. But hello, what is up, Tac Trig Mountaineers here? The T90 doesn't even fire a shot in retaliation. Leopard doesn't wait for the ammo rack and just picked apart 106 tickets to 249 Squad All-Stars Germany. Letting people know why they're called the All-Stars. Left side is going to be ambushed. BMP opening up. Lav 25 trying to take 2-on-1, and it's not going to work. First, Lav is deleted before the second and third one to even show up, and this is going to be an absolute massacre of armor, and it's going to be another Lav 25 down, and here comes a third one optimizing. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. This is good artillery. You can see a bunch of infantry from Rat down. And more go down, and wow, out of the two, Squad All-Stars Germany wins the artillery battle. Squad All-Stars with nearly an entire team wipe on the objective.
LAV moving east off Moss.
And, ooh, good shots by Alcatraz. 3-year-old Monkey actually started shooting first. He misses his first burst, but not the second, and now he is in, and he sees that radio. Zero gonna do that little C4 super shovel wombo combo.
Zero, if you are watching the stream, I ask you to start stacking your C4 and clean your shovel, because we are coming for you.
SAG, just so you know, my C4s are stacked. My shovel is pristine, but it's not going to stay clean for very long because it's going to be covered in your blood next weekend.
Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we have the finale, the championship final of the MILSIM Units Eye in the Sky Invitational 2024. It's taken us 8 teams, 3 weeks to get here. This isn't a third place match. This isn't a consolation. This is for the whole thing. $1,500 for first place and $500 for second. If you guys have been watching the tournament so far, you are very familiar with both Squad All-Stars Germany and Tactical Triggernometry. Squad All-Stars knocking out Rat Brigade in the semifinals, which was one of the favorites to get into the finals themselves, and Tactical Triggernometry, up until this point, have the highest ticket differential in the entire tournament. Both these teams have called each other out in the post-game interviews, and they expected to see each other today in the finals, so let's see what they've got. One last time, I want to thank MILSIMUnits.com for sponsoring the tournament. Do make sure to check out MILSIMUnits.com down in the description below. And I also like to shout out PSG Hosting for hosting the servers for the tournament. If you are looking for a squad or other game servers, do make sure to check out PSG-hosting.com. And I also want to thank you guys for showing up, cheering on the teams, and watching the live streams. I think we broke something like 1,200 peak viewers and averaging around 800 to 900 concurrent viewers for every single hour streamed. It's absolutely insane. Thank you guys for showing up. But that's that. This is what the bracket looks like. This is how we got here. And now you guys get to sit back, relax, and watch the best of the tournament. Now, a few of y'all have been asking in the comments, hey, can you actually show the pick ban process? And so I have included that here. I don't want to spoil how this game ends, so the only thing I have done is actually bracket out the pick ban process in case you don't really care about that and just want to get straight to the games. But if you do want to watch that pick ban process, it is really interesting how teams are trying to counter each other, and not just the maps, but also the units, the factions, all that type of stuff. Really interesting, and it brings a really unique strategy when it comes to tournament playing and planning. But that's enough chatting. Let's get into the games, the championship finale, the moment we've all been waiting for. Thank you again. If you guys like the tournament, if you like the videos, give this a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, subscribe for more. Don't forget to go check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I'll be doing more of these in the future, but I also just stream squad and other tactical shooters throughout the week. So drop in, say hi, love to see you. All right, that's enough of me. Had an absolute blast casting this. Now sit back and enjoy watching it. Until next time, peace.
Are we all good then? Everyone set?
My side's good, just me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
All right. So, TT will pick sides, heads or tails, and we'll begin with the coin flip. I'll stream it in a second.
Huh?
Zero, break your curse.
I won last week, but I didn't call it. I've never won a coin toss I've called, so I'm gonna go tails.
Tails, all right.
It's tactical trigonometry with the tails call, and they lose it.
So, Squad Allstars Germany will pick Team 1 or Team 2.
Yumi, go for it.
Team 1.
Team 1. Alright. Then TT will... oh, sorry, that's units. Let's see. You're writing it down, Liz, yeah?
Yeah, so TT is Team 2.
TT is Team 2, and Squad Allstars Germany is Team 1.
Squad All-Stars Germany will be able to ban the maps first as Team 1. Meaning tactical trigonometry will be able to ban and pick the
So
units
start
first.
With, Squad Allstars Germany banning the first map. You can see the map pool here as well.
SAG would like to ban Kohat.
And Kohat pick
SAG bans Kohat.
after last week.
Ready for me?
Seeing Tac Trig pick
good
Kohat. They
guys
do
are gonna
not
like
want to
this.
mess with that.
TT bans Manic.
Oh,
Bans Manic.
there we go. Okay. So Manic Hugin is banned. That means Talil is in play. That is a huge pick from Tactical Trigonometry. A huge ban, rather. Very surprised to see that.
Then we'll continue with picking the first map, which is, I believe, Team 1. Yes.
All right. Squad All-Stars will pick the
SAG
very
would like
first
to
map.
pick Sanction for map 1.
Sanshin for a round 1
That
matchup.
was going to be sanctioned.
TT selects
Wait, hold
Talil.
on, hold on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, well, there you
Well, it's
go.
coming.
Talil is coming. We are getting a Talil
He
play.
does what?
Talil.
TT picks
The
Talil.
second game will be on Talil.
Map 2, and we'll play Yaharivka as a tiebreaker for map 3.
Tiebreaker will be Yeharivka. What a play by Tac Trig. We'll see what Zero and his spreadsheets have in store. A very surprising pick.
Moving on to unit bans. We'll wait a second here. Until we have everything sorted out. Whenever you're good to go, Vance.
Good to go.
Alright. Then we'll start with Team 2. Banning a Blue 4 faction.
Team 2 banning Blue 4. We ban Calf Mechanized.
Half mechanized. We saw that played yesterday, actually. As the early spawn Leopard was banned actually in every single game other than yesterday's third place match.
Good.
Alright. Then we'll continue with SAG banning a Red 4 unit.
Red Force / Pack, correct?
Yes, correct.
And this is a ban.
This is a ban, yes.
Choosing any of the Chinese faction units, as well as the Red 4, which is Russian Ground Forces and VDV, to ban, meaning either team cannot play them or any of these three games.
SAG would like to ban PLA Armored.
PLA
Bans
Armored will be banned as the heavy ZBDs and ZTZ 99. Especially with the Sanshan pick, you want to make sure you have control of those vehicles if you do get into a fight,
Alright.
like around power plant.
Will ban an independent faction now.
Tac Trig with an independent ban now.
Tac Trig bans MEA Mechanized.
MEA Mechanized, one of the faction units that's been banned
Off the board.
quite often. A lot of ATGMs in that
Sorry,
vehicle
say that
pool.
again? What was it again?
MEA Mechanized. Middle Eastern Alliance Mechanized.
Another ban.
That was a pick, right?
That was a
Was
ban.
ban.
It's a ban.
Another ban coming up
Please
after
don't make me
this.
play MEA mechanized.
Hey, you're more
Good to
than
go.
welcome to.
IMF, Insurgents, MEA, and Turks have not been selected throughout the entire tournament,
Yeah.
despite these bans.
And then SEG will ban an independent faction as well.
Now, Squad All-Stars Germany selected their ban. We've seen quite a few IMF armored or regular battle groups banned throughout the past few weeks.
SEG will ban MEA combined.
MEA Combined taking the ban.
MEA on ban.
Also good overall balanced unit for MEA. Good IFVs.
Alright, once we have everything written down, we'll move on to the picks for map 1.
This is a matchup on Sanxian.
And I believe we're going to start with SEG picking the first unit.
For map 1 being Sanction. Correct?
Yeah, this is on
This is
Sanxian.
map 1 being sanctioned. Yes, correct.
We will pick PLA combined.
PLA Combined Arms, the 118th Combined Arms Brigade, selected by Squad All-Stars Germany for the first game on Sanxian. Tac Trig now with a counter.
Now TT will pick a unit,
Blue 4,
or,
correct.
which is blue 4, yes.
Give me 1 second. Let me just update my sheet. So they picked CA, or they picked PLA combined arms. TT will pick USMC combined arms.
USMC Combined Arms, a very
picks
good
USMC
counter with
Combined
those
Arms.
Lav
Correct.
25s and AAVPs. Seen them picked it at least once before, I believe last week, against Ukraine Unity Frontline.
Alright. Then we'll continue with SEG banning another blue 4 faction. These are the last 2 bans.
Last 2 bans, and then Tac Trig will be able to pick their unit for the map they selected, Talil.
It's SEG banning blue 4 faction.
Have to be very careful with your last couple bans here, because you want to make sure you have a good unit for yourself, especially if it goes to 3 games. Not only do you have to work through Talil, but then you have to go through Yeho. Yeho, a lot more likely of a pick as teams were preparing through the week, so definitely going to be more familiar with Yeho. But the Talil question mark now is what do you want to ban in terms of potential armor threats that you don't want to use yourself?
Yumi?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Talil is usually dictated, even on just regular public matches you just join throughout the week, all by armor, so have to be very careful on what your
15
eventual
seconds.
select is. Squad All-Stars taking the entire allotted time for this pick.
We will ban CAF mechanized.
Calf
already been
Mechanized
banned.
already been
It's already
banned.
Out then. Ban combined then.
And in the combined
From
arms, so the
Combined.
1st Canadian
I
Mechanized
already
Brigade.
picked USMC combined arms.
Yes, it is picked.
Oh, gotcha.
You see, they Squad All-Stars Germany looking at their spreadsheet as well.
Ban US combined arms. So USA combined arms.
USA Combined Arms, the 3rd Brigade Combat Team, first ID banned. They do have a couple strikers with that. Would be surprised if that would have been picked just due to the
Tech Trick bans RGF mechanized.
an RGF Mechanized taking a ban here.
Bans RGF mechanized.
The 205th
Correct.
Separate Motor Rifle Brigade. We'll pick a ban. I believe that one has a couple of those new units. The BMP-2M, the BMP-1AM, BMP-3Ms. Those will not be in play, at least for today.
Right. And for Talil is what I'm picking for round 2, correct?
And it is a Talil
Correct.
pick.
Yes.
TT selects MEA Armored.
Wow. Okay.
Armored,
Middle
full
East Alliance, Tac Trig pulling out all the tricks. Not only a Talil pick, but then picking MEA Armored. I am floored, and I love it. Zero in his spreadsheet. Strike again.
Okay.
Seg will pick a unit for map 2 as well, going against MEA Armored.
Wow, I am shocked, and I am excited to see
Gotcha, give me a sec.
the ATGM potential. You also have, I believe, 2 T-72s as well as a T-62, quite a few of the BMPs. You have the RPG-29 hat kit. You have a lot of RPG-7v2s. You will not have helicopters, but that armor potential with the way Tac Trig has been playing with their vehicles, it should be an exciting match. This will now be the first time MEA has been selected all tournament. And for the final, wow, that is a very, very aggressive pick. I love it. Now to counter it,
We will pick
Squad All-Stars Germany's Yumi trying to select their pick here. As
RGF combined.
RGF Combined Arms, 49th Combined Arms Army,
RGF combined for
a couple
map 2.
BTRs, BMP, and a T-90A. That is a pick, so it should be a...
We continue with Seg picking a unit for map 3 if it gets down to that.
Our turn to pick again, yes, for my 3.
Yes, you are picking.
And this
for
is
map
Yeho. If it does go 3 rounds, the last pick, obviously, Wix writing it correctly was in red, but that is a pick. And now this is the one match of the tournament that you expect it to go 3 rounds. I'm curious if Squad All-Stars Germany manages to win this first round of Sanshin on the map they've selected, and a Talil MEA pick. Imagine that going into the best of 3, actual 3 games. That's the potential here for some really interesting team play. It's just exciting. Yeho, though.
We would like to pick CAF combined for map 3.
Have combined picked by Seg for map 3.
And CAF Combined Arms is selected
And then TT will pick
for Squad All-Stars Germany
a unit as
against
well.
Yeho. And now counter it,
Give me a moment.
tactical Triggernometry.
We'll select PLA motorized.
PLA Motorized 112th Medium Combined Arms Brigade selected as Yeho. And there we go. These are our matchups, and
I think I got it.
I am excited.
It's going to be all of our bends and picks.
We are a go for the championship finale. Game 1, Squad All-Stars Germany against Tactical Triggernometry. Look at the top left of your Squad All-Stars Germany in blue. We are going to be on the blue comm. Squad All-Stars Germany comms. They have selected PLA as their team, and they're over on the Eastern deployment. USMC Tactical Triggernometry in red at the top of your screen. You see the USMC flag as well. They are red outlines, red vehicles, a whole lot of red, so you guys are aware of who is who and where they are throughout the game. Jump into comms here.
Then we need a fast Vic to go to the harbor there.
And this, well, both teams now know this is a southern layer, and this is going to be very, very tough. So, Squad All-Stars Germany with this eastern spawn. First point, World War II bunkers in Datsun Admin, Wushuan, then Village Echo, Hill 137, Island Charlie, and then Munzai. So, a southern layout, as well as having one of these objectives on an island, and then Hill 137, almost like Dunkirk. You know, if you get pushed off this, it's very hard to get back on. So, should be a very interesting layout, very interesting rollout for both of these teams. Probably one of the less wanted layouts for a competitive team due to the islands. You really want to play up in here, take advantage of the vehicles and infantry, but this should still offer plenty of opportunity for both teams, as well as some nice harassment squads as well. Let's take a look at what we have for the PLA and Squad All-Stars Germany. One Logi boat, two Logi transport, or Logi vehicles rather, two of the transports with the heavy machine gun up top, as well as one additional one on delay. Two heavy machine gun boats, one regular medium machine gun boat, a couple of the CSK armored cars with the heavy machine gun open tops, one with the closed remote weapon system machine gun, two ZBLs, that is the IFVs, the wheeled IFVs, and then one of the ZBDs for PLA. PLA also getting their ZTZ 99A in about 12 minutes, and then two helicopters, one already starting on spawn. USMC, we have one Logi that's wheeled, as well as two amphibious AAV Logis and one rib Logi boat, three transports, one on a delay, one of the 240 ribs, two of the 50 cal ribs, two 50 cal Humvees open top, three LAV 25, so they do have the wheeled IFV advantage, but they do not have that ATGM that ZBD has. Two AAVPs with the 50 cal and 40 mil, and then an M1A1 variant of the Abrams, and two helicopters. All right, we're about to get started. We're on board with Squad All-Stars Germany again. Squad 1, Arcandos, Henry Benners, Dutch Warrior, Riddick Mint, Jad, James Dung, Mark Hunt's Rats. Squad 2, Lethal, Outdoor Yeti, Mr. Monopole, Uxie, Houndshead, Patty Undead. Squad 3, Lexi Blade, Owsy Vase, Aslas Smog, Lord Skies. Squad 4, Yummy, Alcatraz, Kinji, Hash, Captain Tom C. Squad 5, Chucky, Zeus Koala, Violet. Squad 6, Command Squad, Leonard Mitt T. Boosted Senior, Hans Wer. Squad 7, Riot, Nitsu, Brain. Squad 8, Ducky and Shaz. Squad 9, Limeyed 3010X. Squad 10, Forsaken Wilbur. Squad 11, Sergeant Snickers, and refed by Wix. We are live, and this should be a good one. First game, Sanxian Rasfi 2, Squad All-Stars Germany, and Tactical Triggernometry. I cannot wait to see what these guys do.
This is still one, right?
Yeah,
Alright, got it.
the house is marked.
We can see, I wonder if this is a...
Expect a flanking boat
Ooh,
on
they
the south
do.
border for
Squad
sure.
All-Stars Germany. This is their...
That's
This is their harassment squad. We can see they have a lat hat, or two lats and a
And
hat.
to be honest, on this layer, Riot, I think you'll be like camping the bridges so that they don't wrap us.
And they're trying to get there quick. You can see helicopter dropping in and want to make sure that they hold on to the potential land bridge. We can see a helicopter mark being marked as well. Tac Trig seeing that helicopter and spotting him at Hill 137. Now you know what type of layout you got. Lord Skies dismounting, and this is interesting though. There is no rally, so if they're dead, they're dead. There's also no riflemen. They're trying to go for some early picks. And look at the big armored push, trying to get that convoy with the Logi and Lethal. Just now getting World War II bunkers. Leonard McT and his squad over capping that. Munzai is now being secured by Squad 10 on the slow track Logi, and that should be harassment squad. Livaten, Ops, and Vucifer.
Two AVPs in the south.
Taking the long way around.
In the water or south of the island?
Still in the water.
Yes.
Helicopter scouting
You
right
can
now.
go
It's just a
under
big
the bush.
chess match trying to figure out who's going where, who's going to make the first spot. And Squad All-Stars Germany, it did look like there was...
on the main street.
Boats were marked. I'm not sure if they've actually seen them yet.
Event north of the little island.
And IFVs are
Spot
opening them
what you
up,
say,
but they're actually
Mom?
dodging them, TacTrig.
We shooting the boat.
Limelight and 3010 trying to take some shots, but they aren't hitting them. Dixie and Flaxen, they're going in. And they're dismounting. Wonder if they have AT. No, it's auto rifle and medic. And now Squad 9, it looks like to finally be mopped up. So vehicle is killed. The first one goes down, and hold on, what a huge pick!
They're on one island.
A hat kit!
Squad 11 mark.
I believe, was that a Logi?
Don't know which
Oh
one.
no, it was a Humvee. Or a hat kit knocks out a Humvee, and honestly, if you're gonna lose something, you'd rather lose a Humvee than your Logi or a vehicle or IFV, but still lose it. And another vehicle gets hit here, and that is a Logi though. TacTrig might lose multiple vehicles here. 50 cals open him up. Wolf needs to track him down, and if they knock out this Logi, TacTrig is going to be in a tough spot. LPFJ off to our left side with AT, and they're not going to see him. And they're not chasing the Logi. Oh, they're chasing the back one in. And no! LPFJ actually misses and hits his own Logi. Zakafel's going to go down with his ship. Yummy now pushing in to the port area, and this is multiple vehicles going down. One Logi cooking off, and you also have Crystal Micro. They are engined, it looks like, smoking in the middle of the islands here. And absolutely strewn across the water. Look at that tactical trigonometry squad. There is one Logi left, but that is not a situation you want to start off with if you are TacTrig. And now they're mopping him up. Hash and Yummy with that CSK. Squad All-Stars Germany having a plan for Sanshin, and we're now seeing they knew what they were doing here. Village Echo, you can see there's a fob going up for, ooh, that's Robbie. Wow, this is TacTrig actually. TacTrig with some harassment. We're gonna stick here, but keep an eye out on what's going on here. Robbie, they're getting a really quick fob up, and Ducky and Shaz, they now have to fall all the way back, get away from that front line, and they have to deal with this. 269 tickets for Squad All-Stars Germany, 229 for TacTrig. TacTrig might have stretched themselves a little too thin here, and if they lose that rate, oh no, look, the whole, oh my goodness, almost an entire team spawning here. And Shaz and Ducky, they now get hit with AT, Mathmaster spawning in and immediately smacking with AT. The amount of infantry that's spawning in on this back point is absolutely insane right now. TacTrig with some more tricks, doesn't have to be their own map. And the Logi boat does go down, but the amount of infantry here is now going to be a problem for Shaz and Ducky. If you lose this point, yeah, it's not currently the active point, but this is going to completely stall Squad All-Stars Germany. And we want to take a look to see if there's any AT, and it was Quick who did go down. Mathmaster coming in around and trying to get some range to get some more AT on it. Quick is kind of twitching his ragdoll body through the wall there, but that is the hat kit they need to get up. If they want to do anything about Shaz and Ducky. Shaz and Ducky, you kind of just want to keep farming this a little bit. Give your team time for something to happen. And wow, they hit the mine zero. Actually laid down a mine. And he goes down with the ship. And whoa, my goodness. In the double C4. The mine with the C4. Are you kidding me? Look at that turret toss. That's got to be a world record. Zero with a massive kill for TacTrig out on the southeast part of Sanshin. Squad All-Stars Germany need to get a handle on what's happening on their back line. Otherwise, they're going to be kicked off the island. All right. Well, Village Echo, it's all going down here, but Squad 11 is helping. Oh my goodness, the amount of map control you might have right here. Village Echo being a point. You Island Charlie. This is a big play by TacTrig. They know how this layer goes out. You can have a nice safe mortar fob, your backup fob on Island Charlie, but you need to get a stranglehold on the island somehow. And what better way than on the enemy's point? Hill 131 at this point, you can actually just have 1 or 2 infantry sneak in and begin the cap. The problem is you need to get there.
I've got rally on there.
That's going to be a huge problem, but you can see the capture zone right here, this pill shape.
Leave this island now. We just sit and turtle. That's it. They're like
If you
minus
need
1.
help on the tab south of the admin.
You see Squad All-Stars Germany saying on command chat, we sit and turtle on this island, but they're not alone on the island. In fact, I would argue that the island is currently split, and attack Trig. Ooh, Zero, Jack John, and Frost. Some evasives, and they need to get down quick, because that IFV just barely getting out of the ZBL's sightline here.
They are on those caps already.
And ZBL getting shots from the Lav now. Lav is tearing into 3010 and Limite. I don't think they see him.
Just slowly take the caps.
You see Drizzle and Vex through the smoke actually trying to take shots, and they're impacting. Those are good shots. These are from way downtown, and Limite and 3010X, they might go down here. Engine, they can't get out around. Double Raps just try to sneak them into the forest, and they might just get under. One more tags it, and no, 3010X goes down. Limite still trying to just shove his ZBL into cover, and what a save. Squad All-Stars Germany managing to hold on to that ZBL, and that might come back to haunt Tac Trig. And looks like some AT did smack Mixer in that AAV.
They're heavy spawning on the tab south of which one?
Heavy spawning on the hab. They're calling on the Village Echo.
Leonard, it might be good to set up a hab there where you are right now, because we're not going to be able to put it on the south side.
Alexi, let's play for the sub here in the south. I will send half of my squad as well.
I'm moving as well.
So CSK does go down. Looks like the Lab 25 knocked out one of those Chinese armored cars, and now you're having the sneak out west. If you can get Hill 137, because of how caps work in squad, if the cap ahead of yours, so if we're at Tac Trig, Hill 137 is now neutral. You only still see Hill 137. Because Village Echo behind it is also neutral. Well, you just need one person on this cap to begin the capture. So Tac Trig is actually in the driver's seat on an island that Squad All-Stars Germany thinks that they actually control. And hold on a second, they finally go down. What is inside these Squad All-Stars Germany ZBLs? That one's even higher than the one before. Massive cook-off, and we thought Squad All-Stars Germany were going to be able to save it, but it looks like the hat kit from Alps managing to take out the limping ZBL after they got around the backside. So now,
Radiant Habs in building, by the way.
0 IFVs. You do have a ZBD and you do have a ZTZ, but you're not sure exactly where you want to bring it. It's not super safe. You have Squad All-Stars Germany sitting with their ZBD out on the port side. You can see out by Squad 10, but look, Opes, and we might want to go join them down here. And I think they've spotted him.
Cap's almost done.
Opes, you can see that little hand showing that he has actually
we got the,
spotted the ZBD.
From the southeast, southwest.
And you're not going to have a clear shot right now. He wants to save it. But ZBD, realizing this might be a little too dangerous, and Squad 10
To the run for me.
Forum and infantry fights are being won on the south side too. ZBD is probably going to RTB, and it is just not safe right now. You've already lost 2 of your ZBLs. Infantry has infiltrated the island. And wow, this is impressive. I mean, these are very aggressive, risky plays that Tac Trig is trying to get, and now the fight is over. The infantry fight here, these 1Z, 2Z fights, if Tac Trig is able to win these, like Jad and Quick, if Quick knocks out Jad, he can begin the cap. Once again, Squad All-Stars Germany doesn't know yet that Hill 137 is a point. All they know is that Village Echo is a point, and that there's a bunch of infantry, and Quick does go down, gets tagged by Jad. Good shots. Oh no, it was actually a James Dung on the western side, but hold on a second. Sussy Baka doing some sus things over on the western side, and they might actually be able to sneak into Hill 137. The Squad All-Stars German comms have gone a little silent as they're trying to maybe work through some local areas, try to keep their squads with infantry presence and fighting towards Village Echo. But look at the presence from Kerma leading his squad out towards Hill.
From the west and east, like we need sentries west to look at the little islands.
There is a Logi leaving their main. I'm trying to intercept it. I think we hit tank on North Bridge.
North Bridge, remark.
Wow, brain. There's a transport mark here. Actually,
in half a second.
Brain had laid mines here.
Way too far, sorry.
And they heard it explode, and they said, I think we got tank on the North Bridge.
Enemy head on me, on command. Careful 10, enemy head. To you, west.
So they're calling him, you got hat on hat violence out here. ZBD trying to stay away from it. Ops has plenty of infantry nearby, so it looks like he will get swarmed. And there he does go down. So Hill 137 though, Magnet with the play here.
I'm playing for rally wipes for you, Ark.
How much?
And
ASRock is ready.
Magnet. This looks like walking simulator. Everyone's saying, squad, you just walk around, you got bush Wookiees, you do nothing. Well, this is the most important person in the game right now. Tac Trig's Magnet crawling his way to success because he's in the capture area of Hill 137. If Hill 137 is secured by Magnet, then Tac Trig has Village Echo. You can see just starting to tick in because a handful of Tac Trig infantry. Oh no! In the meantime, wow! Right out from under him, Tac Trig has actually lost the fob. It is overrun by Smog and Alexi Blade. They pushed way too hard west, and they actually they got the radio snuck up from behind him. Good infantry push from the north side from Squad All-Stars, and what was an amazing play might be a huge fumble as they were stretched way too thin, Tac Trig. Magnet's going to slowly cap. You can see there isn't anyone capping the point just yet for Village Echo. One person ran through, and now Dixie needs to clear the hab.
Maybe Joe can spawn there, take it down, and take a lodge again. Nice.
yeah,
Oh, and they trade. And the trade is going to be in Tac Trig's favor. Hold on, Flax Laxon now coming in.
The next gets like around UE6 somewhere. I'll scout already with the UAV.
Flax Laxon needs to get a pick here and clear this hab.
they might have a rally like by the coast, east of Echo or something.
And he might catch
Yeah, they could even have an
handshake.
overall
No, he doesn't. Good shots and or Hound's Head rather, and Tac Trig. This was a risky play.
We killed one.
If anything, it gave them position on the island to capture Hill 137, but losing that radio is going to be big. I'm wondering if Zero was considering that as the pros and cons, right? Would you trade a radio to get onto this island? I would. Hill 137, we saw early on Squad All-Stars Germany, they wanted to turtle on this island, and now they can't. The southwestern corner, Hill 137 is secure, and it looks like they're going to try to get a fob down here as well.
Please take from mine south of Village Echo.
Good pushback and good retake for Village Echo on by Squad All-Stars Germany. Will it be enough, though? And can they contain Tac Trig?
RT is available in like 9 minutes.
Let's see if we can track the tank and immediately airstrike it straight away with Squad 7.
I'm pretty sure it's a radio station as a cap, since I can see people running around there. Didn't find the hab yet.
I can start playing for that then.
Here, Squad Allstars Germany trying to decide what they can do here. As now, you're consolidated on Echo. The radio will bleed out. You have your ZBD still alive, but you've lost your ZBLs. You still have a harassment squad, Squad 7. They do have a good rally here. Childish Fiend, this is actually really interesting. They're just using this... They're just using this as they're just holding down the Logi Road and the main road out here. Electing, it looks like, not using the tank just yet.
With strike soon, you need to hold priority.
We're probably close to the hub on the west, Tricky.
Yeah, I know. What is setting rally?
Hilo is hovering above the battlefield.
Okay, they didn't cap because it is a shit cap. They just want
Hill 137. Oh no! Wow, it is at 95%, and now you need
Leonard,
you need 3 infantry on this to begin the cap, and attack Trig.
But they still probably
their
have
timing
south of Hill.
Might be out here. The question is, do they want to cap this or not?
Not a safe cover,
Because if you they are looking into the cap.
Let him cap.
They're saying let them cap. And now Magna is actually pulling off of it. The question is, if you cap this now, and Squad All-Stars caps it back, that's 60 tickets for Squad All-Stars. So now at this point, you don't really want to cap it. You don't. It doesn't do anything for you. Attack Trig.
They're going to recover that Logi in the south, but it's heavily damaged and it will take a long time to get back.
Attack Trig, trying to clear out and maybe set up a fob here.
Ducky, be careful.
Are the enemies mortaring?
Yes, they were.
Enemies mortaring, they're saying.
He started for this Echo unless we
and we have...
They're back there for us or something.
Ooh, tank just coming in. Actually, might have been the ZBD, and it was the ZBD.
Yeah,
ZBD, Forsaken and Wilbur on the eastern side, smacking this this boat. Not doing much yet, but you don't have a team spawn just yet for Tac Trig on the island. You do have a number of rallies and plenty of infantry, and we're going to get a cap bait. Essentially, both teams want the other one to cap until they have proper control over it.
Chucky, that squad that's back northwest.
Be careful, squad 3, there's a full squad. There's a full squad.
Mortars landing. These are going to be Squad All-Stars Germany mortars on the point magnet. You can see he is still just outside.
Nading you, squad 3.
Enemy has mortars roughly South Island marked.
And mortars now coming down on the rally points for Tac Trig.
Like we can't.
And Michael knocks out Lord Skies, but does trade. So mortars coming in on the rally points. Tac Trig, as we look at how the map is developing, I think both sides, well, right now, ticket-wise, 259 tickets for Squad All-Stars Germany, 161 for Tac Trig. Losing all those vehicles in the beginning really hurt Tac Trig. They lost a couple lodges, and that was one of the lodges they would have set up on Hill 137. Now we see Childish Fiend and Jack John choosing to take the Abrams out, but they're going the North Road. Brain and Riot holding that north side, already knocking out the transport with some mines.
Yeah.
That's what 8. The healer's right above you, 8.
I don't know if how many.
And calling in the helicopters. They're actually both counter-spotting. Shaz and Ducky with that ZTZ out on the eastern side. And right now, both sides, they don't want to do too much to just dive and lose their position. So Tac Trig being mortared here. We can see the rallies are now gone. Karma is now pretty much by himself without a rally. Handful of infantry, both friendly and enemy, outside.
Enemy MBT north of their men.
And now Riddick Mint and Dutch Warrior coming out and knocking out Maverick. Oh, and there, is that a rally or... That is the radio, and they finally... Trig has finally managed to get a radio, a spawn on the island that is closer to Hill 137. You can see also the blue. There is not that much squad Allstars German infantry out on this northern port side. They're going to figure out very soon that there's going to be a lot of Trig though. But you can see the consolidation by Squad Allstars Germany. There's a handful of infantry, Ops and Leviathan, kind of trying to sneak through. They had spotted the tank before. Squad 8, Ducky and Shaz has gotten them stuck on this island, though. I'm not sure if that's the best of decisions. Logi boat coming in. And we can hear some lavs firing, and they knock out the helicopter! Squad Allstars Germany! Sergeant Snickers goes down to a double lav. And we can see the hull, and that is going to cost them. You don't even think about the tickets, but I believe they have a second helicopter. But just having to respawn, lose that visibility, especially as the hab is now going up. Squad 4 spawning in. This is a Trig fob. We can see them running in, and we might see if they can get proper map control on this southwestern corner of the island. We might see a cap here. Kerma still holding, but Squeeze and Michael have gone down. And infantry are spilling out. Henry Benners is going to be that kind of tripwire for Squad Allstars and should be able to let everyone know that, hey, you have infantry here, and not just one or two, you got a whole bunch. Jarek holding the rocks, and you might see Henry. You should hear the pitter-patter of that PLA boot just next to him. And Henry's going to lay prone because he sees the movement of infantry. You got also Alcatraz in the bushes north on the next set of cliffs, and now Mathmaster creeping up. He's not going to see him. Henry Benners with a good kill on Mathmaster, but now everybody knows where he is. Jarrett coming up from behind, and look at the Trig infantry just get swarmed. 4 infantry around him, and they snuff him out.
We killed the guy, Lennon? At least one of them?
Mr. Monopole now as well. Do they have a rally here? Not looking like it. Squad 2. We can see all the Squad 2 players. There's a rally over by Wushuwan. Oh, and hold on a second.
Get the resources.
Oops. Did he track him?
Yeah.
And he does! Turn just at the right time to see Opes with a great track on Shaz and Ducky. And Leviathan, he's the rifle. Now you wonder if they're going to get an airstrike on this. They've been really Johnny on the spot, and they have called it in. Oh my goodness, we thought it was going to be a dangerous location, and it's going to prove to be very dangerous. Shaz and Ducky about to get command struck. Pack Trig, one of the best with the just bang bang plays, anti-tank track followed up by this airstrike.
They're pulling it, yeah.
And Ducky running away. Shaz trying to fire. Not able to do anything against that. Good effort from the command hatch. Ducky is able to get away and maybe try to mop up some of the infantry that got him. But 222 take us to 147.
Marcus, if you would.
They're crossing.
And Ops is probably going to go down. Ducky
Squad 14, can you
going to
come
get a
and
little
me
bit of a
quick, please?
redemption here. And he does. Ops goes down, and now he can lay into Leviathan. And choosing to go full auto. And he does. Well, at least he gets the two, but not before they take out his helicopter. And what is happening over here? Snickers loses a second helicopter.
They shut me down above Commander.
It is.
I didn't hear any shots.
All
they're playing northeast of Hell 1.
Starting to fall apart for Squad All-Stars Germany, and this is where they were. They got Snickers on fire as he crested over the hill, and as that fire burns, he had nowhere to go, explodes right over the water, and it is now a 70-ticket game with, look at the amount of pressure. Tac Trig with the 3 Lab 25s coming in, and this is their game plan. Get the infantry, create the space, and then let the IFV support. And with only 1 ZBD on the field, oh, now they have a ZBL finally spawning in. 1 ZBD, though, on the front line. The ZBLs, or the Lab 25s, rather, are going to have an easy time. And here they go. Tac Trig rolling in, and the ZBD might have a good shot to at least get 1 or 2. Lab 25's not seeing, and now they're going to turn and start firing at the Lab 25s, but you got doubles, and hold on, 18, rocking right behind us with the 3 Lab 25s. They're going to knock them out. Forsaken and Wilbur go down. Tac Trig with some huge plays on the island in Sanshin. Engine out on Cream and Cap'n, but it doesn't matter. Crystal and Micro pushing their way to victory, and this might be the play that turns it on the island. 60-ticket game, and Tac Trig are starting to turn the tides in Sanshin. Look at this. Want to make sure nobody gets picked off. Good saves here, and wow, let's see what that just did. So the ZBL is up.
Shitbox west here, 137 with a boat.
You can see Squad All-Stars had started to cap a little bit, and hold on a second. Now you have just south here, pardon the quick camera movement, we have another Logi boat. Infantry starting to get hit with some grenades, and they actually have a good spot on the rally. Looks like Flax Laxon in that AAV Logi. They're going to be spotted. And you can see the capture radius, this great area. Squad 2, they wanted to get that Logi a little more south so they could set up another fob perhaps. And Flax Laxon is going to have to bail out.
There's a lot of farmers
Rally squashed, and Vase going to be able to see that he's going to be able to mop this up pretty easily, at least spook Flax Laxon to get out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, with those plays though, it is not over yet, because Squad All-Stars Germany, despite losing a lot of map control and a lot of vehicles, Tac Trig, you now have some time where Tac Trig, their armor is down, and the infantry, well, hold on a second. The infantry fights have been won on the southeast side of this objective. Dutch Warrior, Mint, Riddick Mint rather, and Aussie. And it looks like they're now in a position where they feel confident for the cap, and that is what they're going for. Hill 137 is being secured. Tac Trig with some massive plays. And you can see the front line now to begin to develop. You have onesie twosies of Squad All-Stars Germany in the middle, but it doesn't matter. You now have a pretty strong front line. Once you secure this, you can start pushing into Village Echo without that armor to really worry about. It is all in your infantry with your vehicle support, and Tac Trig is in the driver's seat on a lane that, if we're just being honest, Squad All-Stars Germany should have never let this happen. Some risky plays that paid off for Tac Trig, but can they finish it up? 191 tickets to 137 mortars landing on the TacTrig infantry.
Yubi, I think they have a half on the western side in that harbor bit. They're coming with too many.
Asla, trying to hold on, but LPFJ clearing out, and that's just one of the last remaining threats. And you can see there's no more blue on this corner. The only one left is Aussie. And he's actually, wow, right next to that rally range, that hourglass figure in the bottom middle of your screen. That is a Squad All-Star, or a TacTrig rally.
Repeat the check.
Cap is secured. Hill 137 is a go. And Squad All-Stars Germany should know that TacTrig feel like they can push. Helicopter is going down. It looks like Frost lost his engine. And he did. Frost is going to land on the drink. Oh no, he just rocked his collective all the way down. And unbelievable, he actually might get out of the way. Wow, just impressive flying by Frost. Drops his collective all the way down. Managed to make a really quick descent. Even fooled me thinking he lost his engine, and he's able to get on out of there. Helicopters. Wow. Great flying by TacTrig's Frost to keep his bird in the air. And they also now know that a ZBL is on the objective, so good intel and great flying by Tactical Triggernometry. Northern push now. You can see the front line starting to develop on this main road. Outdoor Yeti, Monopole, Hound's Head, Patty and Dead, Lethal. We'll see, but the infantry push now is going to be following where these vehicles are. And they ambushing them. 3010X and Limite need to smoke out quick. Good flanking. These Lab 25s just popping up wherever they're needed.
AVP coming from the west, so going towards 137 from the west.
And we're going to continue on with the infantry pokes. 188 tickets to 141, and we have about 25 minutes left of the game, if it will go to time. TacTrig right now, despite all their impressive plays, are losing. They need to make up a 40-ticket deficit. And not going to be like this as LPFJ 2 goes down to some infantry off his east side. Squad All-Stars Germany, now they're in a infantry grind position without their very usual vehicle support. We've seen in every game so far, Squad All-Stars Germany would have this infantry line, but then you'd have the vehicles pop in and help support them. Instead, it's TacTrig in the driver's seat, dictating the pace here.
They don't really fight for the 137 anymore. At least I don't have heavy infantry nearby.
They're not playing my lane either. Same for Lethal.
Squad All-Stars Germany.
I'm fighting a full squad.
Okay.
The comms trying to figure out where exactly are they fighting. They're not at Hill 137. They're not in the middle. Where are they? And Captain Tom C gonna see a Humvee roll right by him.
How many vehicles for 2?
3.
And I want to say they're biding their time to allow for the Abrams to start rolling in. Jack John and Childish Fiend, if they can get this tank on the island,
we can. We've got 1 track and 2 wheeled.
It's going to be a very tough role for Squad All-Stars Germany to fight against. James Dung with a good shot on Wolf. Squad All-Stars, they're doing well to push back into Hill 137. As the Lab 25s just keep opening up that high explosive incendiary on infantry in the trees.
Under this junction. We can't push all of that. We have to go together.
And look at this visibility, just very difficult to fight through this. James Dung now trying to push over to Mark Hunt's Rats.
Pull it like this.
Okay, then.
And there's those Lab 25s again. Very hard to beat Squad All-Stars Germany infantry right now. They're taking mortars and high explosive. as AT is fired and it is missed. And there's the tank. Jack John and Childish Fiend now coming in, and there's the plan. They've managed to hold on to this toehold on the western side, Cap Hill 137, and now the Abrams is on the field.
Watch out for the Vix, they're gonna... 3 labs are still there.
As we see on the map, this is an artillery strike coming in from the north side. It's not the mortars, but about where the mortars are landing. It's going to come from that location towards us, this north to south artillery. And Squad All-Stars Germany, you can see infantry are laying in wait, and I believe there's even AT there. 2 ZBLs. Ooh, and the ZBLs have to be careful now that the Abrams is in the field, but they're trying to push. This is very, very typical for Squad All-Stars Germany. You have the artillery, you let the arty pass, and then you have infantry and vehicles pushing into support. So if Squad All-Stars can get a pick on one of these vehicles now to help turn the fight in their favor, that would be huge. Tac Trig about to get obliterated in the open field and forest by this artillery. Ranging shots on the way. Another one smacks right on Magnet. And Tac Trig, you can see they're starting to skirt off that coastline to the east side. Vase might see him. And Vase actually goes down to Mathmaster. Great shots, and Artie lands, and ooh, looks like it's just gonna miss. So here, infantry's starting to push in. Infantry want to follow up this creeping artillery, but if enough Tac Trig infantry are alive, they may be able to hold off the push. Lab 25 just have not stopped firing into infantry. You can see the ZBLs are laying in wait. But there's plenty of Tac Trig infantry still alive on these fields. Or on the hills, rather. And ZBLs might have good shots on the Tac Trig labs that they do decide to push down. But doesn't look like they want to just yet. You can see we're down here on this road. Lab 25's on the backside. Looks like they're getting ready. And the infantry have already started to run right into Tac Trig infantry. And Pie Master knocks out one. Might get Alexi Blade. And good duel here. Burst fire and some backup by Squad All-Stars. The Pie Master does go down. Looks like Wilbur with a good kill, saving Alexi. And Squad All-Stars need to take this hill. They are still up by 55 tickets. 178 tickets for Squad All-Stars. 123 for Tac Trig. And that helicopter being shot at should let Tac Trig know the ZBLs are nearby. And hold on a second, on the harassment, we got Opes on the back line. And here comes the Abrams. Jack John and Childish Fiend might help counter push. And they may just want to wait. But here, is there any AT? Yes, there is. Lord Skies with Mark Hunt's Rats. Lord Skies with that hat kit. And Lab 25 have done well to knock out infantry. Jack John and Childish Fiend know that there's a lot of infantry ahead of them, so they're not willing to take that risk just yet. AT actually hits Drizzle and Vex. Much better for them than the tank. No chance of getting tracked in that wheeled Vic, so AT, now they've spotted AT on the hillside. They know it's not clear. Infantry starting to push in. Michael looks like he's being swarmed by Henry Binners. Might get the jump on him, actually, in full autos. Henry Binners goes down. James Dung now going to push. Michael with a quick reload. He's going to have it in time. No, he swaps to the GL. And the twang of the mid-arm. James Dung with a good kill. Squad All-Stars still trying to push out and take control of this main road. And with plays like that, they might just get there, creeping forward, and they have now just under 20 minutes left to hold on to this game. And Killjoy gets smacked by his own Lab 25. And Labs, they did take some AT from this side, and Lord Skies misses and gets a face full of HE as a thank you. And now you're almost in turtle mode, it feels like. But with the tickets, Squad All or Attack Trig should know that they are down on the tickets.
Again, so they have an RT ready.
You need to try to play for some big vehicle picks or that Village Echo cap.
Chucky, I think I burned Rally.
As a handful of infantry trying to push in Patty Undead and Lethal we see. But look at this watering hole.
Their hotkit is flying off of the scope.
Repair station, double AAVs, triple lavs, and the tank is just south here. They could be going for a whole big armored push as Squad 1 infantry, Kerma, dismounts, and they now need a hold.
Northwest of you. Might be hot.
And infantry for Tac Trig need to hold on to Hill 137 if they want to have any chance. And Forsaken knocks out Kerma. Going to get another one, but Squeeze turns on him. And now Squad All-Stars Germany are starting to apply the pressure on Hill 137.
They're running from north to south. Or south to north, south to north.
Forsaken, the one who was just down, calling on comms that, hey, they have some type of spawn on that south side. They're running in, and Ozzy, with a good, tosses a grenade right towards Mathmaster, just barely missing him, but he's going to squash that rally. Squad 1 losing their rally. Ozzy with the quick turn, not only knocking the rally, but also knocking Mathmaster, and that could be really big for the defense of 137. Tac Trig now without a rally spawn, but squeezing off a few rounds before he goes down himself.
LAV north of Hill, LAV.
Tac Trig still holding their side. Asla now creeping their way. And Dexy right in front of them. And oh, Asla the only one left for Squad All-Stars Germany on that side. And Dexy
Enemy mods are not shooting at the moment.
getting Killjoy up, but Asla should see or hear Killjoy. And the trade, Killjoy will be dead since wasn't able to get full health. Insta-kill, so you lose one ticket immediately. Arcandos now coming in, and Kiwi Janimo laying prone. Can Arcandos mop this up? And the engine whine of the Abrams right behind him. Kiwi Janimo is going to get flanked. Going to turn on him. Kiwi Janimo should see Arcandos right in front of him. It does.
My mistake.
About ocean, south
Enemy
side,
drone is
map
up.
border.
Drone is up.
There is
Squad 9, drone is up. You need to
14 minutes left in the game, and they are going for it, Tac Trig. You got the Lavs with infantry inside, a handful of infantry, and they're going for the big flank. You got the eastern side, Magnet, L Wolf, and PF.
All three labs going Echo.
All three labs going Echo. They hear the call, and this might be bad for the ZBLs.
Drone is up north of village.
Chaz and Ducky is going to be the first one. And they don't see him just yet. Infantry is spilling out. And ATGM misses, and now they're pouncing on Chaz. Ducky and Chaz, oh, they might actually lose one lab. Cream and Captain getting low, but no, able to save it. The lab swarm knocking out one of the ZBLs. And the infantry spilling out behind, and they've gone for the hot drop on the cap. The cap has started to go down. Tac Trig with not just a kill, but could swing it. 30-10 in Limine. They're now stuck in their own little warehouse, and the Lab 25 has the job. 30-10 in Limine also go down. Huge kills, 135 tickets to 97. Triple Labs beat double ZBLs. And you also have Dixie and Chris Webb coming in with the AAV for support. Massive play at the end. Can Tac Trig do it? Chucky, Holden, Hooksy Holden, Worst Holden. Can they prevent the cap as they've now stalled it? 75% to neutral, and infantry are spilling out, and that is a Logi. That is a Logi AAV, and they're going for the hot drop fob.
Another hot drop on the northeast side.
Chucky's still alive.
I'm wiping rallies of a hot drop.
They want to make sure it's clear before they put a radio down and instantly lose it. Chucky rather, might be able to make that happen. Chris Webb running back down, and they lose one of the lavs. Oh, they lose two of the... Oh, no, they do lose one of them. Just one. Another lav, Drizzle, creeping back. Captain as well, trying to push them. And this could turn from good to, to just dangerous times. 83 tickets. And it looks like Lord Sky's finally landing true with that hat kit, knocking out one of the LAVs, but you did manage to kill two of the ZBLs. AT flying in, trying to tag one of the remaining Lab 25s, but not able to do it. Infantry now, trying to spill back over, and the hot drop.
Next asset 3 minutes.
Ooh, Squad All-Stars Germany with a great defense. And you can see good on TAC Trig for not dropping that rally, or the radio rather. They would have lost it, and that would have been a huge ticket loss, but 127 tickets to 81 as Logi loses his tracks, and Chris Webb is going to be swarmed. That will eventually be another 5 tickets. Nearly a huge play by TAC Trig to take that right from under him, but Squad All-Stars Germany Infantry able to just snuff it out. And they're also going for a cap in the meantime. This is a Squad All-Stars cap, but artillery now landing on the point, and I would be surprised to see that flip. Logi does go down. It is a 55 ticket game. Squad All-Stars Germany, massive defensive plays, very impressive. TAC Trig trying to pull out all sorts of tricks here, but Squad All-Stars Germany, they have not stretched themselves too thin. And TAC Trig early on, they had that play on Village Echo, but managed to get themselves a little too stretched, and Squad All-Stars able to flip the Echo point, dig down that fob, and that might have been it. Squad All-Stars not committing too many to the Hill 137 cap. And now with a good 7 minutes left, look at how strong Village Echo is for Squad All-Stars. You pretty much have to get every vehicle wiped out if you're TAC Trig to get the ticket differential here. 50 tickets separate them. And I think it's a good effort by TAC Trig, but Squad All-Stars, I'd be very surprised if they lose 50 tickets between now and 7 minutes from now.
Maybe South Side Hill?
Jack John, I think they're trying to take a shot at that helicopter. And you can see TAC Trig. I don't want to say they're scrambling, but they're trying to come up with something. And Squad All-Stars, you've got to be impressed with how well Squad All-Stars has dealt with some of these tricks that TAC Trig have been trying to play, as well as losing every single vehicle fight that could show up here. Squad All-Stars has lost it, and we saw that happen in the semis.
Yeah, I told you.
Squad All-Stars lost on the Mutahal round, lost all of their Lav 25s to some good Rat Brigade plays, but Squad All-Stars in the interview afterwards just saying our infantry is good. We're better than them. We're going to be able to fight them off even without the vehicles. Of course, vehicles helps, but our response, our ability to fall back and reinforce when needed, that's what's going to keep us winning here as mortars land on the repair station now. And that repair station is going to be too hot. Drizzle and Vex have to fall out of it.
And if both loves together,
good harassment by the mortars to keep those repairs down. As we can see, helicopter making sure they're landing true.
Like this?
I got it, yeah, perfect.
Now, if the result stands, we have 5 minutes left. If the result stands and we go into Talil,
Only 5 minutes left. I need to do anything risky anymore.
and say on command chat, they're saying let's not do anything risky anymore. They don't want to lose those tickets. If you go in, if you are seeing the map ahead of you now, you think it's going to be close, and it is 115 tickets to 65. And knowing you've lost every single vehicle engagement on Talil, or on Sanshan, you're now looking at Talil, which is heavily decided by vehicles. And you guys got to come together in your 15 minutes and say, yes, we won this, as Riddick Mint takes out a couple before Micro flips on him. You got to look at your vehicles and say, man, we did great for our infantry, or great for our map control, but on a map that isn't going to give us the opportunities that Sanshan did, how can we just be better than these TAC Trig vehicle players? Henry Benner's coming up with a good flank, and the infantry just has not been any problem whatsoever for Squad All-Stars. Squad All-Stars infantry just seems to be above the competition. TAC Trig is tentatively looking at a 2-0 knockout unless they can come back. And, well, we've seen him have tricks up for Sanshan on Kohat. Can they do it on Talil? 115 tickets now to 61. TAC Trig have already lost 4 tickets in the past minute. Squad All-Stars Germany holding true, and they might just ride this out for the last 3.5 minutes.
Hold the alley back. Don't worry about the alley. Keep the tickets.
Okay. I'm sure I can save that.
Limide coming in, and they want to try to cap this at the end here just in case. And you can see it looks like they're going to. TAC Trig, I think they're electing to move their vehicles out of harm's way just in case they're close on tickets. I think they probably realized with 61 tickets and only having, was it 1, 2, 3 of the caps, that they're probably losing on tickets. Zero seems to be pretty aware, as well, him and his captains, on how they're progressing through the match. But this will actually be the very first time we're seeing TAC Trig lose. And not only that, Tactical Triggernometry have had the largest ticket differential in any of these games. Wow, what a turn by Limide. Squeeze actually jumps Limide. Limide, he's been in vehicles all game, but that doesn't matter. Does a quick turn and shows that, hey, he's just as good in his in infantry as he is in vehicles. And it looks like Squad All-Stars are actually going to come in and take this cap. And what about that for a way to just cap this off? TAC Trig, we don't like any of your tricks. You can try to do all this cute stuff, but we're just going to grind through it with infantry, stick to our game, stick to what we know and what we know we're better than you at. And there you go, Squad All-Stars Germany with a very confident cap on Hill 137. The last minute and a half coming in. And if they get a full 5 Chev cap on this, they might have the time to flip it and ensure that that plus 60 tickets goes to them. And with 54 tickets between themselves, they probably are aware it's going to be close. As the rest, if you're TAC Trig right now, you're not giving up. You don't want to lose those tickets. But it's not going to matter in the end here. Oh, great mortars! Are you kidding? The defensive mortars knocks out the entire squad. Squad All-Stars. We're going to cap, and now they say, you know what? Let's not risk the tickets. Was that Robbie with some absolutely clutch mortars? And they're going to prevent the cap, and if anything, you know, you can say, hey, we didn't lose any caps to Squad All-Stars. We're able to defend well. Maybe if those vehicles in the start didn't get jumped, they lost 3 or 4 vehicles right out the gate, TAC Trig. Just some good Squad All-Stars pressure. If we didn't lose those vehicles, then maybe we win this. But overall, last 30 seconds, and that will be that. Tactical Triggernometry taking their first loss of the game, or of the tournament, to Squad All-Stars Germany. We're going to be up in the finale, the championship games, 1-0. Will we get a best of 3 going all 3 games for the first time in 3 weeks? It's going to be all coming down to Talil, which was once again a TAC Trig map pick. Let's see what more tricks they have. End of game 1, and that is that. Should see the admin in match. And minor victory is called. Squad All-Stars Germany taking the first in this best of 3. 15-minute break. We're going to break it down in just about 5 or 10 minutes in preparation for game 2. Squad All-Stars Germany in the lead here.
No way. Who would have thought that?
And live call, 56 minutes on the game clock, will end it. Did you guys think that we would be here? Did you ever think that we would be here on Talil in the championship final, listening into comms on a team that is about to play Middle Eastern Alliance? I didn't, and I love it. We are going in. And this will be a... Oh, and we have a really fun one for you guys, too. Get those comms a little low as they come up with their plan. But we have Middle Eastern Alliance, MEA's 60th Princess War Armored Brigade against RGF's 49th Combined Arms Army. Armor for MEA, they have the not wheeled lodges, but they have the tracked lodges, 3 MTLB tracked lodges, 2 wheeled transports with an additional 1 on a 5-minute timer, 2 of the MTLBs with the 6 MAs, and I think we can show that for you guys here.
I also need, you have one guy in your 6 MA, he's going to drive up, and he's going to play in that general area.
You got the, see the little rocket pods up top. So those MTLBs can do a lot of damage. Then 1 BMP-2, as well as 1 BMP-1, 2 T-72Ss, and then 1 T-62. This is a lot of armor. TAC Trig choosing to lean heavily into their vehicle players and seeing if they can't come up with the win here. Squad All-Stars Germany in red with red units, and with the Russian ground forces have a couple of the wheeled lodges, 3 transports, 1 on a delay, 1 remote weapon system Cord Tiger, and then 2 of the open top Cord Tigers, 2 BTR-82As, 1 BMP-2, and then a T-90A. Once again, this one is on a delay, but if you look at this again, everything is ready to go from the start for TAC Trig. So all armor except for one of the transports is good to go. However, Squad All-Stars Germany do have one of those Mi-8 helicopters, or a couple of them, rather. One, I think, is on spawn. Correction, no, both of them spawning in on a delay. So, what do we have to look forward to when it comes to capture points as we have the last minute here? From the northeast side, we're on board with TAC Trig. They're going to Sympathizers Compound over to North Batha, then Iraqi Hangars 12 and 13, abandoned Soviet base, kicking out all the way to Gastown, then Mahat-Ur, and then Eridu. So Batha, Eridu, very expected. Gastown is usually 50-50, it seems, on whether it's an actual point. Good to see it here. That'll be hard to cap and very good for Army to secure, but should be interesting. So here we got it. Squad 1 led by Kerma, Mathmaster 2, Squeeze, Michael, Maverick, Dexy. Squad 2, Chris Webb, Sauce, Dixie, Killjoy, Flax, Alaxon. Squad 3 led by L Wolf, LPFJ2, Magnet, Jarek, the Pie Master. Squad 4 led by Sinister, Blizzy, Sussy Baka, Zero, Zakafel. Squad 5 led by Cap'n and Cream. Squad 6 led by Drizzle, Vex, Mixu. Squad 7, Micro Meatman and Crystal. Squad 8, Jack John, Childish. Squad 9, Vucifer, Opes, Leviathan. Squad 11, Aiden, Hoff, Echo, Quick, Kiwi, Janemio. Squad 12, Command Squad, Robbie, Gray, and Op Pack Smoker. Ref by Wins here. And here we go. We are officially on, and this is going to be a good one. I'd be surprised if Squad All-Stars Germany thought this one would be picked. And we should see a pretty big play for Gastown. You always want to make sure you have that in case the point does go there. Very hard to get into because of the surrounding just nothingness. Little town with just desert all around. There's plenty of areas in these hangars that you can fight through and try to infantry secure. Obviously, it's a little more difficult than some of your usual maps, but
If only we played Kohat, dude.
I know. It's tragic.
Looking like they wanted to play
We had
Kohat
one
as
for
well.
both sides.
Oh yeah.
And not surprised that TacTrig planned for both Kohat and Talil.
Okay, we've got one for you, alright guys? Right.
Alright, we can have one go out west, and then BMP and the T62 can play out east or something.
You just keep all the 3 tanks together the whole fucking game. It's unstoppable.
Could do that, I guess. I mean, they don't get
Shatter trying to figure out exactly what they want to do or where to go. Squad 11 now rolling out, and we can see the wheel. Ooh. And that was probably a predetermined shot to see if they can catch any any vehicles out on the road.
Jack John, where are you shooting at?
Yeah, warning shot, pre-fire.
Pre-fire, pre-fire.
Maybe a little desk bop, actually. Maybe give him a little too much credit. But the armored blob going down south, we can see Shaz out here. They're capping Eridu with that BMP-2 falling, or taking it really slow. Don't want to get caught out. Squad 11, and look at that transport. That is a whole lot of infantry. And you don't want to lose control of this. And it looks like they're going to run right into Squad Allstars Germany. And only a handful. Alexi Blade. Oh, this looks like their anti-tank team. Lord Skies, who was hat kit last round. And do they see him? Lord Skies is spilling out. This could be a massive kill if they get that tandem round out. Alexi Blade, Lord Skies with the tandem. Can he aim it quick enough? They might have a... Oh, and just around the corner. Infantry is going to spill out.
BTR south of you, 11.
BTR South, Magnet spilling out, and now they're going to get eyes on. Huge infantry fight about to happen. Going to try to drop the rally, and it's going to be too close. Aidenhoff runs over Wolf, and now they're completely surrounded. AT, wow, Squad All-Stars Germany with the double BTRs, or the one BTR on the south side, one on the, oh, BMP, rather, MEA, BMP on the north, laid into the infantry. Now 3010 and Limite coming in. They knock out the transport. Infantry's going to get mopped up too. Wolf goes down. Kerma goes down. BTR 82. Infantry are scrambling at Squad All-Stars Germany with control over the hangars. Full transport of TacTrig goes down. Just a handful left. And that is going to be a huge wipe for map control and positioning. And you can see...
Probably had infantry. BTR.
He's gonna, yeah, 30 mil come south, micro, so just
30 mil come south, you're saying. Now the infantry they have to be careful with here. Quick in that really slow-moving Logi MTLB pushing out west. And now without any infantry.
No.
Okay.
This was the play for TacTrig to try to gain control, and you can see they don't have much infantry left. Squad 9 on the western side.
Yeah, I know.
You kill it, Drizzle?
No. Don't see the RWS either.
Is it safe on West Air Base to get a hap up? Or
T-72's rolling out.
There's enemy infantry close west, I think.
BMP north, and it looks like Squad 6. He's trying to take into some shots here. And Iraqi hangars, wow, Squad 9 for TacTrig are on that point. So Sympathizers compound being capped, very slow cap. And Arcandos goes down in the Tiger, smokes that Tiger, and that's going to cause 3010 and Limite to chill with that BTR on the western side.
anyone needs it for respawn.
RWS. Marked.
TacTrig still they're trying to see if infantry can fight their way back in. They don't want to all give up right away.
Yes. Go for it.
Okay, heard.
Want to see if somehow they can save this situation.
Go back into the fucking hangars.
Yeah.
Compound secured, but Mahat-Ur is also secured, and now Squad 4's on Gastown. Sinister though.
He's got south hangars.
Okay. I'd recommend we fall back anything worth tickets.
Should I bring Gastown?
Forsaken and Wilbur hit with AT, and that might pop off, and it does. AT.
Coming.
The ATGM?
Okay.
Flying way down, trying to hit him, and AT actually tries to
I can get back cap on Batha.
Tries to knock out that BMP, and it's just going to miss. BTR nearly cooking off, but Wilburn Forsaken able to dismount and keep that fire out. So now,
Which one?
even though the infantry has been lost on the objective, look, Crystal and Micro have to fall back. T72 hit hard. And that's because we have an ATGM there. Zeus Koala.
Miss, no hit.
Ooh, what a shot with the T72.
Thank you. Is it a
Micro
BP or
rolling back,
simply-
takes one shot and knocks out the ATGM and completely destroys it. There is no more build to rebuild it.
Alright, Chris's squad coming to Gastown, gonna help stall.
So now you have a very awkward position for both teams. You have vehicles up controlling the north side for TAC Trig. You have a TAC Trig infantry squad as well as a tank on the south side. Mahat-Ur is capped, and so Gastown is now the next point for Squad All-Stars. They can't get there yet. Iraqi Hangars is supposed to be the next cap for...
Tank's about to be up.
One BDR's on the north angle.
Or sorry, yeah, North Batha. So TAC Trig hasn't even captured their second point yet. They're playing for map control here.
Playing the super long game here. Lodgies are to and from Gastown.
Working on it.
Okay. So real quick check-in on
Still on the west hangers.
Do we want 100% in on keep the Gastown stall? And
the MP2 is going back to me.
The MP Toes going back to May, and they said they're playing the long game here.
Squad is going to be trying to pick up all of the backpaps.
And Mixu, I run into Jad. I think Jad was from AT. Yep.
Who's going to try to get flanks?
Might get picked off as infantry starts to swarm them. So they want to play for a Gastown hold. They feel like they're aware of the caps. They don't care too much.
And go for third cap on Iraqi hangars.
You can call. They already know it's Iraqi hangars based on this this layer.
The lane where 12's rally is, just a little bit. So just get out there, because that'll hold our flank a little bit on Gastown and give us some general map control. It's super passive play there.
Enemy rep station mark is accurate.
And Mixu being surrounded, you can see tracked.
Don't go too far.
And double track now.
You're gonna be able to drop that hab in radio.
Mixu looks like he's gonna pop though.
Okay.
Tank nearly knocks out Riddick, and there it goes with the machine gun. Jad as well on the backside. Not sure the tank has a good shot on him just yet. Oh, and good shots. Lord Skies, the hat kit going down to a frag round. And ATGM though takes him out. Let's see where exactly that came from. I think that was actually the BMP. Oh, no. An ATGM.
Rep station was not accurate, my bad.
Out on the western hangars here. As, oh, they're just dismounting off, but the middle hangars on the south side. So Squad All-Stars Germany with control of the hangars, but tactical Triggernometry with some vehicle control. And look at this. They are electing to fob up Gastown, and right now, if you're Squad All-Stars, it's going to be almost impossible for you to get into this position with multiple vehicles. Riot and Niku, they're going to try though. Just going to sneak one player into it.
Will say what he needs. Kerma's going to play Uber Rad on the west.
And North Batha nearly down. And once you can sneak some people into Iraqi hangars, maybe even sneak. You got Magnet. Oh my goodness, Magnet doing it earlier on Sanshen. Magnet, we're going to turn our capture zones on.
Rally on the east and I'll put one down like south or west so we
Look at him, he's just
rat on the point.
He's just laying down in that hangar, and he's actually, I believe, right on the cap zone, right outside of it rather. So if Magnet stays alive, you could have a Gastown cap coming up in a few minutes, and if that does happen, then TAC Trig are in the driving seat because the next cap is just down the road, and they have a vehicle armor blob. This is a very slow play. This is a very long-term play, and Squad All-Stars, I'm sure they're aware of the type of zoning that TAC Trig are going to be doing here. Jack John and Childish Fiend not seeing Niku and Riot just yet. But I love this, just very uncommon play to pick MEA, to pick Talil, and I love this. This is just some really good, some map knowledge, some good studying.
Yeah.
And oh, there's Magnet. Is he going to sneak in? If he sneaks in,
they're going to try and wrap gas.
that is going to be the cap. You can hear on the command comms, they're going to try to wrap gas. And wow, Magnet. That is going to be insane if they are able to get a cap on it. So now the play is we might see squad 1. They're going to come up all the way around, potentially try to sneak into Iraqi hangars. As you heard, they're going to try to wrap gas. That western push here is contingent. I know, guys, there's going to be a lot of super high up views at the moment. We need to wait until we get a good fight close by. There's going to be a lot of... We're going to emphasize the eye in the sky in this one. Talil is so huge and everything's so spread out that it's going to be... just work with us here, all right? Believe. Niku and Riot have dropped the rally, and they are taking a long crawl to the cap. What you don't want to do, if you're Niku and Riot, is just get spotted.
Do we want to mess around with the secondary radio up north, or any other
You have
secondary
plenty of
spots?
infantry if you're attack trig. If you notice that cap starts
I
going,
think we're gonna have to start spamming toes, yeah.
well, you actually won't even notice that the cap is because you don't have it up on the top of your screen.
They have
My
a
only
toe
concern
in the
there is
Iraqi
it
hangars
becomes
and one on the
radio
south.
snipe.
Now, Sinister, you need to get eyes on this side.
know, but
Niku and Riot can
it's gonna be hard.
take it out right from under them.
Still need more spread on Gastown.
You hear it. Still need more spread on Gastown, and that is a good call. Niku and Riot, they're playing the long game too. Tac Trig needs to make
And
sure
get
they
rallies
see.
that are further off the point in the desert.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Why is that?
They're just gonna fucking have a guy run
Hot
in and
drops.
sneak in. No point. Yeah, hot drops. No point in having your rally right next to a hab.
No, but it...
The
yeah.
fuck? Yours is maybe the
rallies
only one
are
that's fine. Chris.
And they are
Rallies
nearly
kinda
there.
as well, so that if a guy does sneak in, it burns the rally. If they hot drop it, they cap it anyways.
And this might be a little too late. Chris Webb
Yeah,
pushing
I think we can
way
move the
out.
rallies once we cap Gastown. Right now, let's just let them be their sensors.
And Sinister,
At least you need to move one rally. One rally.
I'm surprised they have no one looking out in the southeast corner. Even on pub games, the southeast side is one of the most common pushes.
Play with Jack John if you can.
Sinister
They have
might
a toe
see.
in Iraqi and they have a toe on the south.
Wow.
Hold on, Chris, what were you saying?
Oh, they have a UAV.
Yeah.
Toe on Iraqi hangars is marked accurate, 100%. On the pole.
If they actually have a UAV, command should see them, and that command squad is Robbie. And they should see
Okay, if I'm north, then I'm good.
infantry in a second here. The MEA UAV, very, very small.
Yeah, just be careful. They may have
Oh, Riot and Niku now shift W and in, and they're going for it.
freedom to do anything now. It's on the pipe on the south hangar, or in between the hangars.
Riot and Niku nearly got it. They are just outside the cap.
I don't know if they'd render that
And
far.
oh my goodness,
The toe should.
Can.
this is a massive play. And this is a huge, huge mistake by tactical Triggernometry. Riot and Niku are in and they are capping. And, oh, if they squash that rally, they're going to notice, and the rally is squashed.
Let's see if I can throw UAV over hangars. Hopefully it won't get shut down.
Let's hold on UAV.
Okay, fair enough, I can hold it.
No one noticed the rally was squashed. Squad 7's capping.
I certainly can.
Tac Trig are just too slow on the cap on Iraqi.
You should be able to get there pretty easy. But the BMP's probably sitting out there.
I cannot believe no one has called out the rally squash.
Where the tank are.
Unbelievable. Riot and Niku. The biggest play
I think tank just fired from.
has also been the quietest play.
Gastown and north. Yeah.
They're calling rally burnt.
Rally's burnt, rally's burnt.
Finally noticing it, but 25%.
South and north.
South rally.
Uh-oh.
and south. North and south.
Robbie running in.
No, Sinister moved to South Rally, but...
And they're not seeing him. There he is.
There.
Riot and Niku. Oh, time is of the essence here. 50% to cap. And Sauce is rolling right by. And unbelievable.
That's exactly what I said to Roman.
Sauce needs to back up and get something in here. This is crazy. 70% to cap. Niku. Oh, Niku gets killed by a grenade. Oh, just about, actually. Grenade's going out. And now Sussy running in and trying to clear it. Niku goes down, and what a wipe! With 70% to cap, TacTrig, hold on! Riot and Niku nearly pull it off. They still have the rally, 236 tickets to 269. And wow, very, very close.
South of Iraqi hangars.
Squad 1 is now in position. Kerma, they're slowly working in.
Delta column.
And do they have any AT?
Like, we need to just assume it.
No, we don't need to assume yet. We will know.
They need to just... Wow, what a defense there. And that was close. The rally is still up. And they are back in. Niku and Riot. It doesn't matter if it takes another 5 minutes. If you cap this...
BMB is pushing me.
If you cap this, you are in. And there's just... Looks like Squad 3 now finally trying to run in and cap.
I'm gonna drop one.
And Sussy now has to push out to the southeast side. It is just very, very slow, actually, for TacTrig. They need more bodies to get ready on Iraqi hangars. BMP Squad 8 pushing out west, knocking out infantry.
Check if there's hostile forces.
I'm surprised they haven't rolled a vehicle down south here yet. This is actually kind of crazy. And this rally is honestly in a really bad spot. It's right next to a road. If a vehicle just drives across the road, and here, now you're popping smoke. Squad Allstars Germany getting smoke on the south side. So now Niku and Riot, they don't have to actually go into a building. They can just hide in the smoke. And it's going to cause infantry to try to push in and essentially trip over Niku and Riot. They're getting ready, and Niku and Riot might have to worry about the T-72. Still, if they squash this rally, Riot is an 8, or Niku is an AT, so they can't get the... Oh, and hold on a second. Being able to smoke. The smoke might have just been in enough cover, and they're going in for it. Oh my goodness, what a play by Mixu! Just spotted him and nails him with the rockets. Unbelievable. TacTrig managing to hold on the defense cap at Gastown by a fingernail.
Observe.
They now need to squash that rally. I cannot believe what we just saw. Mixu with a play to potentially hold this game and push it into a game 3, because you're going to have Squad 3 now, TacTrig, L Wolf, and the Pie Master trying to sneak on into hangars. You still have Magnet. Oh man, Magnet. He has a campfire. He has his marshmallows out. His graham crackers and chocolate bars, making some s'mores on his campsite, waiting for that to tick over. And the rally, Mixu is now pushed up and should see this rally spawn if they do get in. If he just pushes a little bit further. And AT rather, Tank.
Where do you want this flip rally for Squad 9 at?
We're fighting Tank, Drizzle. We're tracked.
You can see Tank.
Tank, we're getting towed.
ATGM looks like Zeus Koala is taking out Cap'n as much as I want to. Sussy finally.
We could have been tracked by AT. I don't know what tracked us.
If they knock this out, then it is over. Niku and Riot. No, Sussy! Oh, Riot does spot him. Sussy, how are they not running out to get this rally?
Definitely.
Mixu now knows that they are spawning here. And they... I don't know. I do not know why they're not squashing it. Very awkward here.
Rep station going up.
229 tickets, 256. The long con here. The long game. 0 now. Spotting Brain, or should be about to spot Brain. Brain pulling out his binos. And can Squad 3 get into the capture zone? They're trying.
They can't hit us.
Oh, airstrike here.
Okay.
And this looks like it's going to be a good strike from Squad All-Stars Germany. Tracks are just up. Are they able to miss it? You need to start moving quick. The tracks are up, but they're not moving. Now they are. Cap'n, able to repair just in time. Airstrike coming in. AT just misses. And oh my.
Missed airstrike, no damage. BMP's still there.
Cap'n pulling out the repair tool just in time and managing to save the T-62. And as we did that, Mitsu has squashed the rally. Zero looks like he might be still trying to fight off Hat Kit out in Gastown. But here we go. Infantry trying to creep their way, and they're not able to get it just yet. It's a Pie Master.
Soviet.
They need to try to get to this capture zone, and Mr. Monopole and Outdoor Yeti. Now, that's not going to work. Outdoor might be able to tag him in just a second. Taking shots from behind. Pie Master is a medic and not going to happen. And takes a frag round for good measure. Well, at the moment, it's working for Tac Trig, but just barely. 227 take us to 253.
Yeah, I'm backing up.
Vehicles are about even. Tank is being spotted. Childish Fiend and Jack John being spotted by Sergeant Snickers, and that's going to cause an ATGM to try to look out west here too. But you need to try to come up with a play to get in. You can see northwest side is kind of open for looks like Squad 1 Kerma trying to get in. They can get a rally here, start working their way. That's going to be how to do it. It is going to be a long-term plan, though.
I don't leaving it in main. I think they're going to leave it in main and just sit with the VIX that they have out and Iraqi hangers on a rep.
And they're calling that. They don't think the tank is out, but 3010 and Limite are actually out, pushing across the hangars right now.
So I think we keep trying to do some sneaks on the west with Kerma. One sec.
37 minutes left. And Tac Trig, unbelievable magnet, is still just sitting on the point waiting for that cap to go his way. And now you have the fire team element pushing out, and Kinji and Alcatraz trying to stave off the sneak attacks. You need to get in here. Alcatraz and Kinji. Alcatraz taking some good shots on Mathmaster. Mathmaster duck dodge.
Yep, free logic.
Jump in and manages to get behind. Alcatraz not able to finish him off.
What's the status of that enemy tow?
It's on the mine mark. It's on the pipe.
Michael,
you can only see east and west. You can't see north.
Might be taken around here.
You can't see it? Gotcha.
No, yeah, well, that's why we're sitting here.
And if you look, it appears that they're not going to have any more little pushes out on towards Gastown. Plenty of build, plenty of ammo. They can now just turtle on Gastown. And you also now have your harassment squad starting to happen with Vucifer and Leviathan out on the south side, causing some problems with the Logi route. The noose is starting to slowly tighten. Squad All-Stars Germany, though, we saw them able to dig their heels in with their infantry. I'd be surprised if Tac Trig
goes for that enemy radio. Wolf,
Oh.
you got that?
I can push that, yes.
Wolf saying he wants to go for that enemy radio. And Squad 3, this is their rally here. Wolf saying, I can push that.
Did not get the flip rally up.
Did not get the rally up. You can see Squad 9 Vucifer finally mopped up by some scout cars or some Tigers down on the south side. So the harassment squad for Tac Trig is out. And now Squad All-Stars Germany, they might just be content in letting this one run. they know that they actually have some really good ATGM positions. One on the northwest hangars, one on the northeast hangars, and then also one on Ali Air Base. Actually, they do not have an ATGM just yet on this one. But because of that, although MEA has plenty of vehicles.
It's stationary, fucking far north. So
where do we want green squad? Since we're whipped.
Yeah, Vu, let's just get you on the far southeast side.
Letting command chatter a little bit.
We don't have early
But you're essentially just ticket pinatas.
For a gas town push.
And you do not want to be ticket pinatas, but look at this. You now have a BMP defending this point, and both sides know if one infantry sneaks on in here, and oh, there's the tank. This is a tank that TacTrig did not think was rolled out, Limite in 3010 with the T90A. And that is one of the strongest tanks in the game. Upgraded turret armor. And BTR is now trying to lay into the infantry out on the east side. Squad Allstars, they're just spreading out here. And they had a game plan, they're sticking to it.
There's a 30 mil and a BMP in Iraqi. They've been in there all game.
Yeah, they're head glitching. It's impossible to kill them.
Yeah. Just careful of the tow being moved.
Oh, is that an ammo rack? No. Childish Fiend actually has to back up, and that was a...
Hit me with the tow.
Yeah, good ATGM into the armor, and so...
The tank going way out southeast map border, coming up behind you. It is possible for them.
Honestly, TacTrig, I think they'd want to go back 15 minutes or so and be a little bit more aggressive with the infantry on the western side. They had Squad 1 take way too long, I believe, get this rally out here, and because of that, they allowed Squad All-Stars Germany to get set up on these the western barricades, and as you can see now, Yummy just taking pot shots, Squeeze and Maverick go down. You need to come up with something. 205 tickets, 251. Both sides being very cautious with their armor. And for good reason. One big armor flip can cause a lot of problems from either side. But at the moment, unless you actually get an armor snipe here, I'm not sure how TacTrig can actually cap hangars. So Squad 1 also has a very good rally in hangars, so if they do try to sneak someone in, they know someone's there. And it's going to be almost impossible to go get them out. You're going to have some type of vehicle play with your infantry to make something happen. And a very good game plan for TacTrig is just once again running up to some gritty, hard to beat Squad All-Stars infantry.
How the fuck did you get there?
Mortars now coming in, and they've managed to land right on Sauce.
Damn, he teleported.
I believe that's the repair station. And they're actually tracked?
Temporary tow.
Oh my goodness! They are tracked! Look at these mortars! Mortars have actually dialed completely onto Sauce! And are you kidding? Mortars have killed the MTLB at Gastown. Unbelievable. Tracked the MTLB and then just finished it off. Wow. That is a huge play from Squad All-Stars Germany. And you can see it's called from the UAV. UAV is above this, so Commander calling in.
Assume there's multiple toes up.
Commander calling in just completely accurate mortars here. Great work from Squad All-Stars. This is pretty much the only play TacTrig has right now, and we may be seeing a situation where TacTrig maybe got a little too cute with their picks, a little too cute with their factions as well, and it might be coming in to haunt them, because just like a normal game of Squad, if you do not have any type of control over the hangars, well,
that south mine mark is the
you're about donezo.
Right, so people squad hopping over, or just joining at least some first web.
Yes. They have at least 4 toes up right now, so.
You're having a big push. Squad 11 calling out both the tank and the transport, and you're gonna have ATGMs. Let's see. This is a riot here.
Okay.
Where are you gonna mount? Where are you gonna push from?
Gas down. He's flying high. Let's go regroup. Let's regroup all the armor down southeast corner. Kerma squad and top of the flanks.
ATGM might smoke Blizzy, and he just misses.
Push and smash this enemy out of Juliet 13.
And that actually might alarm TAC Trig, knowing that they're on their southeast side.
I would argue we need to hit the arc point, yeah.
TAC Trig, they still have plenty of time here. You're down 40 tickets.
Okay.
You have control on that third point. Squad Allstars Germany third point. Just need to make some smart plays.
If we need to, we can drop smoke mortars as close as need be, or HE.
Hope's coming around with a hat kit and trying to break open the southwestern corner of the hangars. Once again, where we're at.
Where's everyone
these
grouping
western
up,
hangars.
Where are people getting in?
Squad 9 have plenty of infantry down here. Just a couple. Vucifer rather, and Leviathan trying to get a harassment to knock out this ATGM fog. They knock this out. They're able to open up the south side a little bit more.
I can't be the only thing.
I wouldn't go much farther with the 7. I wouldn't go much farther.
Aiden's MTLB should be used as a secondary push.
You can see the ATGM or the helicopter is spotting Snickers just flying above them and making sure that their AT and infantry squads know exactly where those squads are. Opes, if he can get a good shot on Hash, and he actually does have a good angle.
Hot trapping or no?
An RPG 29 can instantly delete these Tigers.
MTLB can hold more people.
I know, but people can't really respawn if they're already on gas. And I don't think we have time to get the MTLB down to gas and then
Still marking the tank, and there's no other threat. ATGM Zeus Koala is actually keeping eyes.
I'm gonna set a Bob on Batha and pick as many assets as I can from Iraqi. It doesn't make sense for me to drive a Sloss MTLB into a tow.
And then Sinister, get in Mixu's vehicle and tell him.
And this is Zeus. He has eyes on, at least from the helicopter, that he knows there's a couple vehicles south of him. He's just trying to scan, help out his team. But it looks like Micro and Crystal might just barely be getting around the backside here. And this is one of the most, like, it's just such a tense game of squad. I am so surprised. And hold on a second, is Hash gonna peek out? Oh, this could be dangerous. The ATGM Zeus Koala should see him.
Oh my god, why don't you just use a fucking call out? Yeah, I can shoot that. Okay. No, I can't. If it's on the backside, I can't shoot it.
Chucky waiting for the perfect time. Crystal potentially trying to see if they got a shot on the helicopter. But that ATGM on Alley hasn't been spotted or hasn't been called out, or maybe just completely forgotten about.
Let me know and I'll pull in UAV.
I'm being flanked by an RBS.
Pulling in UAV now. Mark him and I'll try to kill him.
This is dangerous. You don't want to lose a T-72 like this. Oh, and wow! That didn't do any damage. Unbelievable. The angle at what it hit. Very awkward. And Crystal and Micro need to go buy a lottery ticket. Just hit the most awkward point of that T-72. And that's going to give them the warning they need to get out of there.
UAV up, checking. Are you digging the radio down?
Captain Tom C.
Okay, never mind.
Chasing him with the AT. And now you also have Leonard McT.
I'm gonna die.
It's gonna be Jack John will have to help from his angle. I'm stuck going up a hill.
Trying to go around, and
Where are we going? Actually, the hot drop.
MTLB for a hot drop. Okay. Magnet is still here. Oh my goodness. Get himself a cup of coffee or something.
Karma, if you can spot that RWS, we'll try to snipe it.
Yeah, it's going somewhere southwest of me.
And that transport just barely... Oh, Micro's dismounting, and they might see Tom with the AT getting it ready. No, he's swapping to his rifle. He noticed it wasn't a Logi. And Micro should see him some evasive by Chris Webb.
Okay.
Micro decides not.
They're coming for you, Micro.
What is?
There's infantry, west 7, he just called. Yes.
Surprised he didn't see him. Captain Tom C now with the RPG. Can he get a tracker engine? And he misses! Captain Tom C misses with the RPG. And Micro has dodged 2.
Yeah, we got eyes on him. It's decrewed at the moment.
T-72 is going to get on out, and here you go. There's the play. Artillery pushing in the north side. They're still trying to squeeze it in with Squeeze. Mathmaster, Kerma, and Maverick. Tac Trig have waited and waited and waited, and they might be able to do it here. Vucifer and Blizzy now pushing in, and Leonard Mid-T, I'm wondering if they're starting to consider to dig this radio down. Oh, they did.
It will make do.
Oh, no, they didn't. It's right over here. AT misses, or anti-tank guided missile once again misses.
We have
Crystal and Micro had dodged 3. Vucifer and Blizzy. Riot rolling right up behind Blizzy. And Blizzy, I think, is being run over. Riot knows exactly what's going on. And should spot some infantry. Now, what is this, though? The AT Gym. Oh, and Niku and Boosted managed to knock out the transport one more time. They kept trying to get over on the backside Vucifer to set up a rally, and that won't happen.
That down south to a BTR.
Running in, and he sees the ATGM. Is he going to go for it?
BTR mark is accurate. BTR mark is accurate on Iraqi angles on a battle surface base.
He might go for it.
BTR shooting from the south side.
Goodbye, Mixu.
Vucifer elects not to. He's still got Blizzy ahead of him. In between him, you got Hands Worse pushing Blizzy on the north side. Blizzy with some good shots, knocks on Hands, and now full autos. Oh my goodness, Vucifer! Full autos, and Leonard turns on him. The G3 just couldn't handle the recoil, and Leonard, that would have been a hab overrun, and manages to hold it. Blizzy nearly knocking out this ATGM.
BTR's pushing Meeks to west.
And Blizzy.
Jack Childish. Sinister rally.
Oh, hold on a second. This is the push. Sinister up.
A bit. He's east of you, southeast. He's behind the hangars, the little shitty ones.
The times you wish this was in alphabetical order. Sussy, Dexy, and Sinister. They're playing for it now. They're running in. The already landed. And now can they get into cap?
Sinister's got a good rally if we can get max support on Sinister.
Okay, thank you.
Outdoor Yeti trying to prevent the push. This is the play of the game here. If Tac Trigger in, and oh, Forsaken. Oh, and they nail it with the tank. Forsaken and Wilbur have to fall back and get that fire out. And Outdoor Yeti pushing. Doesn't Sussy Baka. Oh, they trade. Dexy now running in. Can he get on the cap? And Tac Trig are now capping the point. 40 minutes into the game, and it's starting to tick blue. Mr. Monopool tossing a nade above, and Dexy just has to sit and stay alive, and unbelievable, the rally is still up, so Mr. Monopool thinks he's safe. Dexy sits there for about a minute and 20 seconds, and you're good to go. And if that happens, then it dominoes to Magnet, and oh my goodness, the chess match, it could all pay off. 162 tickets to 244. Mr. Monopole still holding strong.
Send people to squad 4 rally, please.
Dexy just chilling, and now we're gonna see exactly. Oh, Dexy, Monopole running right by, and Dexy's still in the corner. No one sees him. Monopole coming around and might. Oh no, Dexy just needs to be quiet. Dexy has to go loud and knocks out Monopole.
It's not much though.
And squashes the rally. Might, and they do. Rally squashed. Outdoor Yeti's dead outside, and now you have a whole infantry spawn north of the objective, and you got Hound's Head and Patty Undead without a rally spawn, and they have to fight through the point now. TT Squeeze, Sinister, Zakafel, Blizzy goes down to some good BMP shots. Squeeze also gets blasted by some high explosive. ATGM flies overhead trying to nail another vehicle. Patty Undead running into that point. Hound's Head might get tagged from behind as Zakaville on the other side of these Heskos. Patty Undead going for the revive, and it's now 60% to cap. The long con might pay off for tactical Triggernometry. The time left, they have 15 minutes left. And if they cap this, that's 20 tickets. Magnet is still on the point. That'd be 20 tickets. And then Gastown would be 20 more. 60 tickets would just about even it up. But Squad All-Stars Germany would still be in the lead. Outdoor Yeti pushing in. And Dexy knocks him out. Dexy with the turn, but not able to do it. The cap is stolen at 90%. And oh my goodness, Patty Undead might have just saved the game. This could be for the win here. 90% to cap. Squad 4 is still stuck on the outside. Dexy unable to do the turn, and Patty Undead holding the line. BTR coming in for support, and that might be it. Zero trying to go back in. Do they have AT? That's the big question. You need to get one more to sneak in, and the BTR is going to roll out and just smoke the infantry here. Zero laying prone. Outdoor Yeti trying to take pot shots. Dexy looks like he's going down, and they've got to be screaming at each other right now in local. They hold the line, both sides. And let's see, look at what's happened down south. The Hab not overrun just yet, but Opes swapping over from his hack kit over to a combat engineer. And we have only 13 minutes left. Smoke now landing. Dexy trying to push up, but going to get smoked by Hooksy and Outdoor Yeti. And the T90... Sauce and Chris Webb just barely going to get on the other side. Should be spotted though. And wow, the T90 just body blocking.
Enemy lodges spotted. Going west.
Sauce and Chris Webb stuck on the ledge here, and they might get smoked by the T90. Unable to squash that rally, and that's going to be unfortunate.
Yep, heard.
They're trying to get a sneaky Logi into the backside here for a fob. And oh my goodness, that is as close as you can get. And the rally is squashed. Hooksy and Henry. Unbelievable. I mean, on both sides, Squad All-Stars Germany holding on to hangers. And ATGM actually misses. And that was not going to miss. Tarak and Chris Webb smoked. They're smoking out to try to save their Logi, and they're actually able. Ooh, missed. ATGM misses, and that's not going to miss. BMP takes them out, and that's going to pop. And wow, Tac Trig. I think that was their play. Dexy nearly pulling out from under them, and how close can you get? It's now up to this push, and honestly, with a BTR and a bunch of infantry, I'm not seeing it happen. think we're looking at what we thought was going to be a 2-1 win on the championship. I think we're seeing, once again, a 2-0 sweep, and Squad All-Stars is going to go undefeated in the tournament here. The only one stopping it is Michael. No pressure.
Margaret, be careful from Bannon to your west. I think could try to come out and get a peek on you.
I'm gonna definitely.
Ten minutes and 50 seconds left until Squad All-Stars Germany are walking away with $1,500. And although $500 is not a bad consolation prize at all if you're Tactical Triggernometry, you're going to be kicking yourself if your sneaky Talil MEA pick is coming back to bite you and knock you out of this tournament. Just got to give Squad All-Stars credit on both rounds. So both games so far, they have been body blocked by vehicles, but their infantry play has just gone unmatched. Patty Undead running back towards the middle of the hangar, and now unless Michael can sneak in, and I would be surprised if Outdoor Yeti or Patty don't see him, because Michael now has to, oh, there you go, and he's gonna get smoked, and that's it. That was the play for it. And, well, I think Tac Trig, at this point, you kind of have to full send it. You have to go all in, make a huge push, try to get something in, and hope you don't lose too many tickets. And you got to feel for Magnet playing in the finals, and you've been there all game. That is a team player right there. Sometimes you got to do the dirty work, and Magnet just sitting there, taking one for the team. You got to give props to players like that. They're the type of ones who make your team work. But Squad All-Stars Germany, oh my goodness, what can be said about their infantry?
Enemy RT on gas.
Yeah, they might try to do a last-minute cap.
And it looks like they also might be swapping to a last-minute cap, as Tac Trig calls it as well.
We can't let them get this fucking hot drop on gas if they attempt it, okay? Get ready.
Yep.
Tac Trig, their only play is to win this point.
I mean, to be honest with you, but I think the game's sealed and dealed. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, but we want to minimize the loss, right? Like, let's at least lose with think that they just go down the ship. Yeah, there are better losses and worse losses.
When people remember this game, all they will remember is who won, not the tickets.
Don't remember these fucking shit-ass openers.
Yeah, for real.
But it matters to me.
Tiger pushing
RWS hot drop coming in.
RDS hot drop coming in, and Squad 3 Alexi Vaz, Lord Skies.
It's
an open top, not another go.
Vroom vroom.
Can we get over there?
I'm just here to have a good time at this point.
They're going in for the cap, and can they do it? That's probably going to do it. They're at a full squad in, and that's honestly, oh, what a grenade! Knocks out 3. Smog coming in, and it RPG knocks out Alexi, Smog and Ozzy. Now the last 2 in, can Robbie clear it up? And what's the cap status? 80%. Captain Tom C in, and now Robbie needs to do something. There's just a handful left. Can they do it? 90%, 94, 95, 96, 97, 99. And Gastown goes down.
My top speed is 2 miles an hour, bro. I'll get there after the game.
And what a way to end it. Squad All-Stars Germany.
Enemy T90s haul down, micro.
This is how you win.
These marks.
Lose your vehicle fights, lose your initial map positioning, but infantry is still king when it comes to squad. Don't let anyone get it wrong. You might be on a vehicle-based map. You might have better vehicle players. But infantry is what has won it and lost it. Squad All-Stars Germany going to take 2-0 in the final here, as Abandoned Soviet is slowly being capped as well. And now Miksu, they're coming in for the cap. Our wonderful last bit here. And oh my goodness, he actually dismounts in the middle of the opening. And because of that, Outdoor Yeti able to just knock him out easy, trying to go in for the cap. And if he had spilled out infantry like Squad All-Stars Germany had, we might be looking at something different here. But Magnet, well, Magnet 07's in chat for Magnet. F's in chat for Magnet. Godspeed, Magnet. Player of the game right here. Spending an entire hour on Talil in the corner of abandoned Soviet base.
Into gas now.
And
more armor there.
The MTLB of Miksu finally goes down.
Just those.
Infantry is going to follow it up, and tactical Triggernometry.
Yeah, we're aware.
Well, you got to give them credit for trying to make it interesting, and boy, did they make it interesting. Squad All-Stars Germany, though. I cannot... I obviously wanted a Game 3. I think everyone here wants to see these two teams play 3 rounds. But these were both amazing games of Squad, and both incredibly different, but ultimately decided by some fantastic heads-up plays by Squad All-Stars and their infantry.
I'm driving in there, boys. Wish me luck.
T-72 rolling in, and they said, I'm driving in there, boys. Wish me luck. See what exactly he's driving in for, and that's right here. Looks like T-72 is going to roll right in and see what happens. And the T-90 is going to be on the... Well, we might get a nice vehicle fight at the end of it. Micro's trying to go out with a bang here. Oh!
Careful, Chris.
And actually nailed by the T-90. And now the BTR is taking out the MTLB. And T-90 chasing down the T-72. MTLB mopped up by the BMP. BMP taken out with a tank round. Crystal and Micro do knock out a Crow's Tiger, but now Limite and 3010X are circling each other. 97 tickets to 247.
Yeah, if I team kill enough people for team kill ban, is that good? Should I do that?
Last.
Micro getting eyes on the T-72 and they, or T-90, and they do, but they are double tracked, and that is going to be GG for Micro and Crystal. And that might be an ammo rack even. Oh no, but it is a turret toss. Tandem round comes in from the back, and there you go, T-72.
Dude, I told you I was driving in. I mean,
they know.
There's no way we're winning it based on the math. So.
No shit.
Everyone last already before the game ends.
Enemy thinned down. I'll copy.
Enemy thinned
Sat
down.
AFK in the desert for 49 or 59 minutes. So.
We tried, guys.
They're gonna watch this one back and see the hanger play.
Wolf, I'll fucking kill you too, bitch.
And think at how close it really was.
Whoever gets team kill on Chris at hangers, you win.
Charge Chris. We gotta kill him. Go, go, go.
Run into the Artie.
And Iraqi hangars now secured, and
gotta kill all the inf squad leaders for this.
265 tickets for Squad All-Stars Germany. Last minute and a half, Chris Webb turning around and getting knocked out by Hound's Head and Hooksy. This is the victory lap now for Squad All-Stars Germany. your MILSIM units, Eye in the Sky Invitational 2024 champions, going undefeated for 3 straight weeks. Squad All-Stars Germany living up to their name. And Trig with 0 in his spreadsheets, man. Well, you're gonna say that was really well fought. And we're gonna hear both from, we're gonna talk to both Tactical Triggernometry and Squad All-Stars Germany after this. So we can hear a little bit of both sides to figure out what teams were thinking. But Squad All-Stars Germany are gonna take home $1,500 and Tactical Triggernometry $500. Not a bad prize for your troubles here, but got to give all the teams credit for making it a game. And if anything, both of these games last in the full hour.
GG's. Thanks for the games. Thanks for a good tournament.
GG's. Thanks for a good tournament. And the last seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Good play.
GG, end of match. Thanks for playing with all y'all. And there you go. Squad All-Stars Germany is your champion.
Sorry, I just woke up. I just woke up. Oh, we
there
lost.
you go. 45 kills to 108. 82 in caps to 136. 35 revives to 26. Squad All-Stars Germany taking it. All right. 0 from Tactical Triggernometry. How are you doing?
You know, been better.
Been better. I've got to say, you know what? Obviously, you want to come out with the win. You want to go to see 3 games, but still, congratulations. 2nd place in the Invitational, walking away with $500 for your team. It was a tough set of games for y'all out there. Can you? I think everyone was surprised to see some of the picks and some of the maps. And can you just walk us maybe through your prep real quick before we talk about the games. How are you guys feeling after the picks and bans going into round 1?
Yeah, you know, we felt very good coming out of the picks. We had plans, we had what we wanted, but unfortunately, there was some issues, some luck, some whatever else, and you know, we made some mistakes. You know, you go into round 1. I mean, what can I say? We lost the coin toss. We played Sanction first. They got a faction that's bugged and gets a heli on rollout when it's not supposed to, and we got the south lane where we have to cross the water, and they can be sitting on the other side of the water with hat kits and armor and everything before we even get there. I mean, unless we want to turtle on the 2nd cap, it's, you know, it's an impossible situation. Doesn't matter what you pick, they win the coin toss, that's what they get. And then Talil.
Well, let's real quick on Sanshin though. I think we got to give y'all a lot of credit because, yeah, obviously, you know, it didn't end up how you wanted. Y'all were right there, though. I don't think anyone expected the plays that you guys made to push Village Echo, actually capping Hill 137 when you felt you were in position. I mean, obviously, you want the results, but I mean, looking back, I'm sure there's some good positive takeaways from able to grind yourself into a position to go a full hour, but nearly take the win, especially with the hot drop and the triple lavs and that final push.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were happy with the way we played given the situation, but you know, and we still made mistakes. We definitely did. We wasted tickets we didn't need to waste. I did myself, and we had some ineffectiveness. We paid for it, but I mean, at the end of the day, as I said, I mean, the situation was a little rough. I felt like had either we had the other side or, you know, had the points gone mid lane or north lane, I think we could have won that easily. But I hate to be the guy to blame the layer, but I mean, what are we supposed to do? They get a heli on rollout and they can literally, you know, set up before we're 3 minutes behind. You know, that's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. Once again, to y'all's credit, you did shoot down a couple helis, so maybe it's a little something to take away. But yes, let's talk about Talil. I think everyone was surprised to see a Talil pick. And the plan, man, y'all nearly executed that to perfection, huh?
Yeah, I mean, nearly, but, you know, nearly cuts it. I mean, I think, you know, either there was I hadn't reviewed yet. I don't know if there was something wrong with our timing research, or if someone drove wrong. I haven't seen yet what it was, but you know, we were a little slower than I at least expected. So maybe that's on me. Maybe that's, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to review it. But there was something wrong with the timings, and you know, we were close. So we had a guy on the next cap to move that. We had, you know, we almost had the first one. We had about 80-90%. But you know, we got wiped off early. I was kind of hoping that, you know, people would have time to get in positions where they could rat and stealth cap, you know, but they didn't. And once again, obviously, you know, we got the point that could go to Gastown or could go to center, right? There's 3 possible lanes for that first point, and of course, once again, we got the worst one. So we spread ourselves a little too thin, and yeah, we paid the price for that. But you know, in hindsight, you know, maybe we put some more armor on the center, but I like the pick. I mean, I know not everyone loved it, but I think we could have pulled it off. I mean, there was, if we had gotten control and we had gotten the points, I mean, no one was pushing us off with that much armor. So, but, you know, it's one of those games where it's closer than it looks, but it's, you know, it's rough.
Yeah, we could tell early on, you know, going for a long-term plan. You know, this game, you guys might come and swing it in the 45th minute, 50th minute, and nearly had it. We watched Dexy nearly cap it, Magnet being an absolute champ, sitting on that middle cap for the entire game. But yeah, honestly, at the end of it, thank you guys, Tactical Triggernometry, for coming out to play. You guys had some really aggressive, interesting plays, and I've got to say, really made a game out of it and nearly took it. So thank you guys again. Any last words for everyone who's cheering you on and competitors, tournaments? What you got to say at the end here?
Yeah, you know, well, first off, I'll say thanks to SAG. You know, you guys played a good game. You guys played very well. You know, I think it was yours to lose, and you didn't lose it. So you know, hats off to you guys. And I know you did shut me down. I know I didn't blow up any radios today. I had my fun yesterday, but I didn't get to blow up any today. So, but good job on your part. And to everyone else, I'll say, look, you know, you can't win them all. You know, sometimes the plan doesn't work, but you just got to keep chugging. You know. TT, you know, we're a group. We come together. We're not practicing year-round for these, you know, whatever. But we'll all go back to our home teams. We'll, you know, play in some tournaments. Get SCI, SOI coming up, and then we'll be back next time around. But yeah, thank you all.
Well, thank you again, Zero. TacTrig was an absolute blast to watch for this past 3 weeks. Wish you guys all the best and look forward to seeing you guys out here again.
Cheers. Thanks for putting this together.
All right, with me, Arcanos, Yummy, and Alcatraz. First off, congratulations, Squad All-Stars Germany. I don't think, it's not going to be a surprise to see you guys, for some people out there, to see you guys winning it, but to win it undefeated, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So this, was just talking with Tactical Triggernometry and Zero here. They felt very good on the picks out the gate. How were you guys feeling in the preparation over this past week? Obviously, some maps that aren't typically played too often, maps that, you know, you may not want to play due to some more vehicle dominance. How are you guys in the prep leading up to the championship weekend?
So from our point of view, the maps picked for the tournament were not the ideal ones, and then especially the map pool for the final was basically in TT's favor from our point of view. So we would prefer to play maps like Manic or Yeorivka. And they had good reasons to ban at least one of them. So as we could see, they try to fight us on maps like Kohat or Talil, where the gameplay is more unusual. And we were quite surprised that they were not really prepared for Talil and made huge mistakes with their unit pick.
Yeah, so let's talk about, before we get into, I think, the absolute oddball of the round, the Talil MEA pick. Obviously, I think that took everyone by surprise, but y'all picked Sanxian, and I think last time we discussed about Sanxian being kind of very good for some infantry fights. You guys, this isn't the first game for y'all to lose a lot of the vehicle fights, but still just managed to grind it out with your infantry. Kind of walk us through, all of a sudden, I believe Arcanos calling out, or maybe Alcatraz calling out, you know, we just turtle on the middle island and we're good to go, but all of a sudden that goes sideways pretty early on in the game for y'all.
Yeah, that was me making that call actually, but at the time I didn't realize that they actually still had a foothold on the southeast portion of the island. Otherwise, at that point, that would have been GG already. Yeah, to be honest, run that map 1 on Sanction was pretty tough. Could have gone a lot smoother, but we just managed to retake control wherever we lost it, and we're on top of things like wiping rallies and making sure we're not having any gaps in front lines and stuff like that.
The important part for Sanction is that the map is so unbalanced, as you could see with the Team 1 having full control over Island and access to most of the cap zones. So the only reason why we picked it is because it's so one-sided and not because the map actually suits us. The infantry fight is nearly impossible on this map due to poor optimization. You get less than 40 frames in a lot of the bush combat you get on this map, which doesn't let us excel on our infantry gameplay at all. So we only picked it because it's so one-sided and not because it fitted our playstyle.
Yeah, well, so with this kind of lopsided, especially the lane that y'all ended up playing, these objectives definitely favored y'all. But, you know, there was a moment that it definitely felt from the top looking down and also able to see some plays that TAC-Trig were pulling. It was very close. They did lose, I think, a lot more infantry tickets that they probably want back, especially on rollout. But we were surprised to see how much aggressive control in the middle. But once again, that Squad All-Stars Germany infantry just able to grind it out and push through, even being down multiple IFVs. So that kind of going back to basics seemed to work really well no matter the map.
Yeah, that's true. Like, we prefer other maps, of course, but as long as we had rallies around on the map and knew from which direction they were coming, it was quite easy. The only thing we were a little bit worried was the amount of tickets we lost with our vehicles going down. But this is just something where they were better prepared. Our big players didn't perform up to the standard where we expected them, but this is how it goes. And then the other parts of the team need to carry them out of this hole, and luckily it worked. We didn't expect the game to be that one-sided on Sanction. Like, ticket-wise, we thought it was way closer.
So let's now bring it into Talil. Did you guys prepare at all for Talil?
Yeah, there was stuff that we looked at. Prediction for the video was that they were gonna either go for something like Kohat or Talil. Like they did last week, they went for Kohat. And if I remember the interview correctly, they were happy with the video. It apparently went exactly how they wanted. So, and especially with one of the unit quirks that Zero leaked himself for some reason, that being the chopper on PLI. We kind of knew what's coming, and we also knew that on Kohat there's opportunity for them to farm with Vix as well, especially with their Vix that they have. Their crews are really good, so Talil was more of it was a gamble in a sense, but to be honest, it seems pretty straightforward when you look at the map. It's just depends on how the flags go, which I guess today is how they went for both teams. But yeah,
it did seem that TAC-Trig, this actually kind of worked out really well for their intended plan. Talking with Zero, he's kind of lamenting that maybe their timings were off, and seeing it kind of playing back, I think everyone can agree that maybe the TAC-Trig infantry weren't where they're supposed to, either because of the pressure y'all were doing it or maybe some other issues. But once you guys were set up in those in the hangars in the mid, even though they had that vehicle dominance, did you guys ever really feel that threatened?
No, not at all. So the big mistake they did is they chose a unit with a small amount of fast vehicles and rollout. So we could just drive through all the middle compounds of the map to Soviet airbase and Iraq hangars and just fight them there off rollout. And we wiped them there with 30s, and our faster Vix got hubs there immediately because they only had 3 tracked lodges. And the other tracked vehicles were also too slow to have impact in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. So we just went for the center, took it all, and then the areas around the cap are so open that you can't really sneak close. We saw enemy squad 1 and 2 always trying to get into cap zones, but going, I think, 8 kills and 40 deaths or something, because it's so easy to get farmed on the open ground. So once they went for the armor division on it, we just knew that we need to make the game really fast in the beginning, take control over all the important hangars on the map. The only area you can't reach is Gastown because of timings. And then you just wait for them to try to push you. You do this by setting up towers everywhere, setting up mortars, having ATs, so that the moment they come close, it's a really easy fight. And then you play really defensive with your vehicles as well. I think the big difference was their vehicles were really far out on the map trying to hunt our vehicles, and our vehicles were always hiding behind buildings or sitting next to repair and not taking a 1 versus 2 fight because they had way more tanks than we did. So it's just about picking the fights, and for this you need control to actually make it worth. Also, the heli difference was huge. Like, we had a heli spotting their vehicles all the time, so they couldn't go around the map and do something surprising.
Yeah, the helicopter, we noticed pretty much, there were a couple times where we thought some sneaky things were going down, but, you know, was it Sergeant Snickers being able to spot them almost immediately. The ATGMs did their part, even though not necessarily knocking out a lot of vehicles, at least zoning out the vehicles that did try to peek. All in all, we were impressed watching both that Gastown held, but then also the hangars held. Did you guys see at the end how close they got to capturing hangars?
It doesn't matter that much if they capture Iraq hangars first, because they need to capture Soviet air base next. So
what if I told you someone was on that point for an entire hour?
Oh, we knew. So the issue is that to take a cap, you get 20 tickets. So how many tickets do you invest to get these 20?
Yeah, we were doing the ticket math. Even if TAC Trig was able to get the 20 tickets, and then Gastown 20 tickets, I think they were still down about 15 or so tickets at the end there. So it would have been very close. And with the vehicles being zoned out on both ends, either way, it still looked like your infantry was able to just hold firm. And you guys had that infantry game plan pretty much all tournament. And a lot of people are saying squad nowadays is run by vehicles. And you guys are winning it with your infantry.
You always need both together. So strong infantry has problems when they meet vehicles and have nothing to deal with them, especially after ICO update. We saw on Sanction when TT made the mistake of pushing our defense with a lot of vehicles. What happens if you use a lot of vehicles without infantry? You just get tracked, you get AT'd, you die. So it's always a combination between both of them.
All right, so long 3 weeks. Once again, congratulations, walking away with $1,500 for the team. After this, what do you guys have in store? What's the plan? Are you guys taking a break? Are you back into tournaments? What Squad All-Stars doing?
A large amount of Squad All-Stars is playing another competitive team, Pink Mist, and we play the normal comp tournaments, which happen basically all the time. So we are still in prep for our next tournament. It's a 30 versus 30 with different maps, slightly modded to have different layers, different vehicles, even other buildings on some of the maps to make it more interesting. And the other parts of the community are mostly members of other comp teams as well, and they also participate in the normal tournaments. So for us, it's just business as usual. This tournament here was something different and was not on our calendar at the beginning of the year, but it worked out in the end with our timetable, so we were happy to participate.
Well, we're more than happy to have you guys come and compete, whether it's Squad All-Stars again next time or Pink Mist or whatever you guys do decide. I'll speak for everyone here and saying thank you guys for coming out and just playing really well with Random Advanced Secure, the picks, the units. I'm glad to see that everyone at least thought it was interesting enough to keep playing and had an enjoyable time doing something a little different with competitive Squad. But any last words for those out there supporting you, anyone, as you guys wrap up the tournament here?
Of course, we say thanks to everyone that did support us during the tournament, that stand behind us and did enjoy watching our games, and are happy with us that we did take the win. And of course, it's a clear message that if you're running the next tournament, that doesn't matter if it's SAG or Pink Mist, that we want to defend our title.
All right, heard it from y'all. Congratulations again, champions of the inaugural Eye in the Sky here. Alcatraz, Yummy, Arcanos, pass along our thanks to the rest of the team. Congratulations again, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you very much for the organization for this tournament, and have a nice day.
Thank you, thank you. Love it, Twitch chat.